we have time because we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday today. Because yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, most definitely, we're going to sing the George Perez song. It's time to put on makeup. It's anyway. And I wonder if George Perez ate chicken. I'm pretty sure. Anywho, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? So anywho, we're doing George Perez covers. By the way, I saw your comment there, One Slick. We did New Teen Titans. We did Christ's Son, Infinite Earth. So it does feel like, oh, we're doing George Perez again. Well, two things about that. One, we've never done George Perez, just random artist. And two, yes, George Perez is my favorite artist in the entire comic book history. Therefore, I will show off his covers any time I want.
Get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, yes, okay. I wouldn't feel, but yeah, this is actually the first time we're looking at his covers as a standalone artist. So here's the thing. Let me get past what's going to be said anyway. Whenever I show off the rejects, which will be in about as I finish this. I did not put your favorite cover in the list, or let's cover this. There are books that were rejected that are better than the ones on top, mainly because if I wanted to do New Teen Titans, we would do New Teen Titans. I could fill this entire thing with New Teen Titans Part 2. If we wanted to do the Avengers, we'll do the Avengers, which it could very well do. So I wanted to get a little bit here, one cover here, one cover here. So I got something that represents everything. And I don't think that anybody will actually be disappointed. It's just there's so many great covers that this was not a problem of going out and finding George Perez covers to use. This was a problem of after I found all 156 worthy covers, breaking them down to 15.
These amazing artists.
Yeah, that was the big problem for me. This is my file of George Perez covers that would be worthy enough to be in the listing.
Maybe do another one.
Oh, yeah, I'm keeping these. I won't even call these rejects really, except for I do, as much as they will be available for the next time we do George Perez as an artist. That being said, here let's see, where is it? Let's go through some of the ones that did not make the cut, such as the first appearance of the All-Star Squadron in Justice League 193. I'm not going to be reading all of these off, but all of these are awesome covers. This was a Blue Ribbon Digest cover. I mean, for staying serious. No bone covers. You know how hard it was to eliminate this cover?
No bones about it.
No bones about it. Yes. Yeah. These are some awesome names. Now, I gathered covers that even George may have even just inked. I love this cover just for the water effect on the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is some attention to detail, just the way the water reflects and bends.
I didn't even know he did some Amethyst Princess of Gem World.
Woohoo!
Yeah. But as you can see, I mean, these are some great freaking covers here. So it was really, really difficult to I love the negative space here, man. Seriously. But yeah, we should have had a week of George Perez. I know we could have. I love the negative space on this one as well. This one was in there for so long. There were a couple of them that I had a hard time. I just couldn't get. I actually at one point in time was just thinking, let's do 20, let's do 30, just so I could include all of these in there. But oh, here you go, hon. Sorry, my wife is trying to get the phone charger.
If we did the top 20, and then you would just eliminate the bottom ones down to your 12.
That's actually kind of how I got down to 15. Is I just started This is my favorite. This is my, and then as I counted down, the ones that were left off the list just went back into the rejects. I love this book. I love this cover. Ah, my goodness gracious.
The see that book and the cover and the reading, Geeky Puppet Show.
There you go. Alrighty. But as you can see, I tried to get a lot of everything. By the way, George Perez did Marvel stuff, but his best shit is in DC. It really is. But as you can see, also just a lot of different titles.
And I know
Wonder Woman #1 not make the cut because there was a better Wonder Woman, or at least there was a more different Wonder Woman.
I was gonna say a better one. Like then we get to see there's like, yeah, the other one was better.
Oh, probably so. Look, I am absolutely expecting that to be the case with a lot of these things.
Does he have any actually bad drawings? I don't think he had them in him.
Well, there were ones that were not so good as to even make the rejects on this one, but a lot of them though, you know, all artists do this, but sometimes you know what, this was in there right up to the last minute as well.
You are being challenged.
Just tell me there's no Sax and Violins.
Yeah.
They're in the list or in the rejects, because Sax and Violins makes an appearance in Fallen Angel. That was timely.
Henry's saying that his best work is in Marvel. Look at the Avengers covers.
Oh, the Avengers covers are excellent. Look, hey, I'm not going to argue with you.
Hey,
what am I going to say? No, those Avengers cut. By the way, some people don't like these covers. I do, because of course the images in the titles and such, in the title. Yeah. What am I going to do? Argue that the Avengers covers aren't excellent? Because, yeah, I mean, he did a lot of stuff, and it is it truly is. It's harder to find the bad stuff than it is the good. I just revealed what Black Widow cover is going to be in there. One's missing, ladies and gentlemen. This was also difficult because I love this cover. I truly do. I love this cover, but there was one I saw. I was like, you know what? But this one is so interesting. Interesting wins over favorite, by the way, which is why New Teen Titans #1 didn't make it. I thought there was another one. Man, I mean, yeah, we could do the New Teen Titans again. And there's your Sax and Violins again there.
Play it again, Sam.
Yeah, but as you can see, these are just friggin' awesome. I even had a hard time, like, what comic am I going to represent him in the thumbnail? And then I just said, no, do the DC homage. This was the very last cover eliminated. It's a cheetah cover, by the way.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? Imagine, I mean, just the detail on this is a computer, guys. Imagine the freaking time it took to draw every one of those goddamn leaves. And you got, I mean, the way he integrated Cheetah into the bushes there, the tail, I may regret. I actually think now that I'm looking at it, I regret it. And there's a little guy right here too. What a fucking artist this man was.
The next Perez show, then, it can be that one.
Oh, absolutely. And these are the last. So sorry there, Eric. We did, in fact, just now go through 150 rejects. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, well, with that being said, though, kids, let's get this particular show on the road. Go on ahead, RDV.
I would have just settled for a 101.
You and Cruella DeVille. All righty, guys. So let's see. That Spider-Man was dope. MTIO number 54 with Deathlock killer cover. Look through my collection. Love his covers on Defender 53, Spectacular Spider-Man number 9, which you saw in the rejects. Henry, you have to pull teeth to get iron to show anything with Iron Man. That's true. What issue? I don't know. I didn't look. That Wonder Woman is amazing. I do like the one that I included, but that was the toughest one. I actually thought you guys would think it was a big mess, so I took it down. I put the other one up. Alrighty, so you live, you learn, right? But here we go. Let's go for book 1. Alrighty, and we've got Pixel in the starter seat here.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
We know.
And Pixel, you get the very first George Perez cover. You know what that is, Eric?
Nope.
Creature on the Loose, number 34.
Okay. Some good action.
Man.
I think the werewolf is done very well. Man wolf is done very well. And yeah, this is really solid. No, I was trying to think of something, but I guess it's a 10 right off the bat.
All right. Now, yeah, once again, I included this absolutely because it is the very first George Perez cover. So, yeah, Eric, what do you think?
That's what he thinks.
I give this 10 buckets of chicken.
Oh God.
Okay, what's the chicken joke?
Yes, Pixel. He loves it.
So we were doing a reading of the Suicide Squad issue 14, and you know what VENKMAN does for the voice of Amanda Waller?
Yeah, he does Bobble Wawa from Saturday Night Live.
Mixed with Cartman.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. And so every time she kept saying that the government owed her a bucket of chicken.
I still want my bucket of chicken.
It spiraled from there.
All righty, Melissa and Amy, what do you think of this cover?
I think it's very well done.
There's a lot of detail on the bridge and good perspective.
Yeah, it's quite solid. I'm not a big fan of werewolves as a rule, but it's still very nicely done. I think I'd give it an 8. Yeah.
All right. Oh, and that, by the way, is why I moved Werewolf by Night from Friday to Wednesday, and I decided that we've got something else to do on Friday, some food covers starring Jughead. Melissa, what do you think?
Let's see. Well, it's definitely an 8. I'm just wondering if I should move it up to a 9. I do like that bridge. I think I'll give it a 9.
All righty. And RDV.
You know, he's probably glad he caught the train, but who's going to catch the train? And him.
Superman! Wait a minute.
Midnight to Fear. I like it. It's cool. I mean, he's even got the bridge done correctly. You know what it reminds you of? You remember where Sesame Street, like the guy had the remote and he can make the bridge collapse and make it go back up? That's exact same bridge design they use in that. I like it. I'm gonna go 10.
Alrighty. This is why this is an excellent cover, or in our parlance,
it's George
an
Perez.
awesome cover. Okay, not just because of that, but George Perez, he draws the werewolf closer to the camera. The train is back behind him. That's why you have a werewolf that looks like he's as big as a train car. But from there also, if you look at the size of everything, it does get smaller and smaller. There's great perspective as to how far he's fallen versus how far away the bridge is. Then you mentioned the bridge work itself is amazing. Yeah, this is done very well. I don't think this peak George Perez. This is his first cover, but it is absolutely an awesome cover at that. I give it a 9.
Henry said it's Ramita inking on it.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so let's go to the chat and see what they say. We have starting off, Ken K says 7-10 from Michael saying fantastic cover and detail. Alrighty. We have Patrick Sargent talking about that awesome cheetah cover. 9 from my daughter. Hello to Ashley. 9 from Ethereal, 9 from Joe. So we've got 3 9s. Okay. And then we have a 10 from Glenzer, a 10 from Jackson, and a 9 from One Slick Dude. Alrighty. And let's see. Michael Taylor saying, hi, Ashley. And the Wonder Woman cheetah issue is number 29. It is awesome. 11 herbs and spices, says Trusty. But he gives the cover a 7.
I think you're looking good.
And Dark Admiral gives this a 10. We also have MARANYA with Man Wolf 34, incredibly dynamic cover. Why did this happen? Sells the book, which is what a great cover should do. Score a Wolf Howl 10. Undead Quinn says 9.
9.
And you should give them a chance. They can't all be a howling good time. Rhaegar says 8 already. And let's see. Great freaking cover, says Taylor. And Dan Alvin says 10. Alrighty, gang. Let's get the stop. Remember, if you have a late vote, go right on ahead and include it. We will change whatever needs to be changed if it changes anything. But for this one, we have 2 7s and 2 8s, taking down 4 of those 9 10s. There's 5 left, but they're going against 7 9s, and that's where this ends up. First cover out, it's a 9.
9.
All righty. And let's move on. And that was Pixel. This time, Eric Breen, you get Marvel Fanfare, number 11.
Oh, that's cool.
I like it. This one gets, I'm going to give this 10 secret herbs and spices.
All righty. It was either this or Marvel Fanfare 10 where she's up against the web. But I thought this one screams George Perez just a little bit more. Okay, Lester's, what do you think?
It's very cool. It makes me think of this poster he did for a little theater production that a friend of mine was in with him.
Oh, is it Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Uh-huh. Just the way all the little characters are kind of stacked around in semicircles. It's neat. Yeah, I think for that, I'll have to give it, I'll give it a 10. That's pretty cool.
All right, Melissa.
I also think I'll give it a 10. It's when I first saw it, the first thing I said was "ooh." So yeah, that's a pretty kind of a gut reaction there.
All right. RDB.
So, Breen, what was he getting? You said this cover screams woman?
I didn't say that.
What did you say? You said something about screaming, because the people who are driving back there, that does scream being a female cover. We got women drivers and a woman in front.
Woman.
I like this. As I said, Black Widow, when she got the proper costume, you know, this is her peak costume. The gray one with the Black Widow thing in the back was kind of weird.
I liked it, but I agree with you. This is the best.
We got a smoking Nick Fury down there.
I think Black Widow smokes too.
Well, it's a smoke
I'm
show.
sorry. Hi, Ash.
It's a smoke show on this cover. It's a 10.
All righty.
Because everywhere you look, it tells a story. She's kicking a guy, and then she's driving a car and running people off the road.
Pixel.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of, I mean, maybe I could say it feels a little busy, but everything is clear to me. I'm able to tell everything about it, and, you know, it's just a lot of action that's trying to pull you in, and it does. So that is a 10.
All righty. And let me look at this a little bit here. What we got with, I would like to point out the fact that one thing I've always talked about was the boob sock. Okay, this is like Jim Balance Catwoman is the best example of that, where she's basically drawn naked. I like the way he's inked the, and this might not even be him, but I like the way that she's inked because it makes it look like she's wrapped in a fabric and not drawn naked. It does very well there. Obviously, we have all the action going on. I think floating heads are a favorite, but floating torsos, are they going overboard with that? I don't know. The fact that we've got the city on fire, what looks like
city
on fire.
City.
Yeah. By the way, also it looks like a chase on ice, and then for some reason they're underwater. So there's a lot going on without being overly busy here.
It's Moonraker.
It is awesome. Yeah, there you go. Let's see how the panel takes this one. All right. And Glinzer says 10. Ethereal says 8, as well as Ken K. And Ashley says 10. So we've got 2 10s and 2 8s. Okay. I like it. I don't love it, says Trusty. Gives it a 7. All right. 10. 5 for each one of them, says Jackson. All righty. And then we have also, howdy y'all, from my daughter. And that's exactly how she sounds. She's got a
wait. He says he loves it, but then he gives it a 7.
I know. No, likes it, doesn't love it. Joe says 7. Arizona's still, Arizona's still counting the votes for creatures on the loose. Undead Quinn says an 8. Alrighty, so we got a 7 and an 8. And then we have Marvel Fanfare 11, incredible amount of detail and dynamic action, not cluttered at all. Lots of scenes from the story. This is a Fanfare 10. And then we have, ain't it that the dude that would hang out at Acme, or am I thinking of someone else? Who?
Huh?
Who are you talking about there, Ash? We have, yes. George Perez is the guy that would come to Acme Comics. Yes, you are right. They got to meet him because
my real father.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Lots of detail, but a little too much stuff on the cover, says One Slick. And then we have Dark Admiral here with a 9, first of the evening. Marvel Fanfare 11, great detail everywhere. The Widow looks great as well. Give it a 10. And we have a 9 from Jay. All righty. And he's saying, hello. This cover also made it to 2 Black Widow trades. And Ashley is here, Jay. Rhaegar is saying 10. All righty. And we have the big detraction for me is the yellow thing in the lower right. No clue what that is. She's blasting it. That's for sure.
How dare you?
From...
Sorry. He thought Ash is Ashley. I was thinking of Ash 1138.
No. 9 from Dan Alvin, 10 from Steel Tradition, and there you go. George Perez is only second to John Byrne. Every cover will be a 10, says Steel. Okay, so here's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get the stop. If you have a last-minute vote, please put that on in there. If it changes anything, we will change it. All righty, we will have 2 7s and 4 8s and 3 9s. That's what? That's 6 9. Ooh, so close, so close. Trying to take out 14 10s. There were 5 10s left. All right.
You had what do you have here? 10 fantastic colors and detail. Okay. Well,
we got another one.
I think you skipped him, Michael Taylor.
Michael, did I? I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, he's giving you a 10 anyway, so it's just.
All righty. That means it was 15 10s. Okay. All righty, kids. Sorry about that. Everybody gets skipped once or 10 times.
Yep.
Want to skip Undead Dude?
Yep. All right, Lester Sisters, it's your turn up. And this might actually, I don't know. This might be the one that I get roasted for including, but it's so crisp, it's so clean, and it looks so George Perez. It's Metal Men number 6. And it's modern, by the way.
Is it really his?
It's Modern Men. Hey.
Let's see. Do they include Nameless?
I think that's Platinum in the middle. There's 10. I don't think Nameless. Yeah, no.
Oh well, it's still really pretty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful composition.
That's why I included it. It was either this one or New Teen Titans number 1, and I knew I could find another New Teen Titans that would be awesome.
Right.
Does it have like their names? There's an L, then I see that there's a circle with a plus and a P. I think
their elements.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like a Christmas wreath also. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a pendant or something like that. It's an interesting piece.
I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah, I can do that. It's really different, but it's very cool.
Yeah. All righty. RDV, what do you say?
Meh, 5.
All right.
It's a post cover.
Yeah, it's a poster cover. A lot of them are. I mean, New Teen Titans #1 is a poster cover. But,
I guess, like I said, I'd be kind of more cool if they're fighting against people and showing their skills off.
we all have what we like, you know? No worries. Pixel, what do you say?
I'm not going to go as low as a 5 because it's well done.
Well, okay, Brown Noser, what are you gonna go for?
I'm going to go 7 because it's still good. I just don't care about the Metal Men. We've established that.
That's
Yeah,
what a 5 is.
It doesn't matter if you like the characters or not.
Okay.
It matters how well they're rendered and yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna say to that then. I mean, they're stretching. From what I can tell of this, they are all Reed Richards, and
Yep.
that's not enough to sell me. Like if
All
I'm looking
right.
at the cover, like I want this. I don't want this cover. It's
Wait,
See,
not,
now that is a valid criticism. But going through the covers, we're gonna do comic books that either you don't like or you never read or something like that. So I don't like that. That's not a valid. I mean, how you can? Nobody knows who Mona Lisa is, but you could tell it's a good painting. You know,
The reason I go meh because I've seen other artists do stuff like this, and it doesn't look like George Perez. It looks like all the other covers I got.
All right.
I
Eric.
was going ahead and I was referencing our past reviews. I don't rank just on what I like. If the cover
Okay.
blew me away, I would give it a 10.
If I ever did Amazing Man covers, it would be based on how those covers were done, not the fact that everybody but me thinks Amazing Man is
I'll
ridiculous.
just end it with this: if it was Bones, I'd give it a 1.
That's not ending the show. He's wrong. That's not ending the show. Okay, so and by the way, Bone, fucking awesome covers, and 2, a great fucking story. All right. I mean, we could make a joke about a lot of stuff, but Bone being bad just makes you look stupid. All right, Eric, what do you say?
Pixel.
Yeah.
Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Make your entire Shang-Chi library transmogrify into an Inhumans Metal Men team up.
Oh, that is just evil. Listen,
Oh, yeah,
I don't
we
like
can
the Metal Men. I hate the Inhumans.
All right, so
Oh.
I'm gonna put up a poll here for the for the show. All right, and we're gonna either go 1970s Inhumans, where it will go Inhumans. What's that title with Black Widow?
Amazing Adventures.
Okay, what's next? And we have
Are you talking about the Yelena one? That was Inhumans in the modern 90s.
we have the Inhumans Bronze Age.
I was just using my ranking as an excuse.
We
to
have
go
amazing Adventures. Then Jay Lee Inhumans.
Marley
All
Ross
right.
Inhumans.
And let's see. No. Just because this is the one everybody hates. Young Inhumans. All righty. There you go, gang. That's the what's next. This one will be done after Christmas, though. All righty. So there you go.
You know what? So you're waiting for him to get back from this place?
All right. Eric, what do you think about these?
The Bengals were down 27-6 when we started. It's tied.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't care about this cover. The Bengals have scored 21 unanswered passes, 8 chicken wings.
Congratulations, Bengals.
Oh, they're still gonna blow it. But for one brief shining moment, I had reason to give a crap.
All right, let's check out the chat here. Glenzer says 10, Trusty says 8, and Undead Quinn says 10, and Michael Taylor and Jackson both say 9. So does Dark Admiral, and Joe says 8. So that is 1, 2 8s, 3 9s, and 2 10s. It's 2 8s, 3 9s, and 2 10s. All righty. Metal Man number 6, rendered well, but boring. It's an average 6, says Henry. All righty. Next up, Ken K says 7. And we have a 9 from Googly Moogly and an 8 from One Slick. All righty. And let's see. At this time, he was doing covers for Marvel, DC, Dynamite, and some of the last things he did. Looks great, but doesn't wow me, says Ethereal, giving it an 8. And Metal Men number 6, simple, effective, a portrait cover, which still has dynamic action. This sells the book, score Metal 10. And we got a 6 from Dan Alvin. And really, the character doesn't matter. I agree. Steel says 10. I love the Metal Men since seeing them in the Brave and the Bold Batman cartoons. Platinum, gold, mercury, lead, iron, and 10. I know Lisa. Does that count? You know what? I am sick and tired of the Cult Jam Force not getting their fucking due, Dark
Language. There are women and children here.
It's the Cult Jam Force. Thank you very much.
Venkman, here's a finger for you, okay?
How dare you 12-year-olds put me off?
Here's 2 fingers. How about that?
Lisa was not all cried out by herself. Jay Lucian is saying 10 and Rhaegar says 7. Pixel, Eric's calling.
Yes, I heard.
Which one of these awesome Inhuman books would you want us to do? I'll vote for it to help you out.
I'm going to quote Rhaegar right here where he says, I voted amazing.
Eric,
suck.
Eric, whatever one wins the poll, we will read on the channel.
Oh.
Go for the Jay Lee, guys. It's a better story. Trust me, you want to go for Jay Lee.
Yeah, but the art,
the covers are awesome. Are you kidding me?
I don't like Jay Lee, though.
The cover, that still does not
That's
change.
actually those covers probably his best work.
Those covers are awesome.
They're the least Jay Lee.
Yeah, they're awesome. All right, let's get the stop because we are really Lisa is from Joe's Bizarre Adventures. I'm sorry, but I'm an 80s guy. I went Cult Jam Force. I'm all cried out over you. All righty, kids. This is chaos. Boom is in the house, and he gave it an 8. A vote for Jay Lee is a vote for Trump to serve one more term. I know, right? That's awesome. The Jay Lee covers are really good. All righty.
Breen, what are we voting for? Which one?
Oh, Amazing Adventures.
Okay.
Amazing Adventures is a split cover.
Yeah.
As well, which we have not yet done. We haven't done any of the split covers. So I'm interested in that as well.
So when Venkman gets his Black Widow and Pixel gets his Inhumans, it's a win-win for the Geeky Puppet Show OGs.
Yep. There you go. Okay, so here's what we got. Hold on, guys. We have 1 5 and 2 6s and 3 7s, taking out all 6 10s. So it's 5 8s versus 4 9s, and we have an 8, ladies and gentlemen, with the Metal Men. All right.
So, OG GPS.
There we go. And let's see. I was going to say, what song are you humming along? But considering the whistling I did at a debate once, I don't think I have a leg to stand on. All righty. It is RDV's turn to start us off.
Hold on. I'm going to grab a hot dog.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing. It's not your turn, but I fully expect to have a high grade shouted by Eric immediately as I put the go in here.
Well, we know it's not going to be Crisis.
Exactly. Yes. We've done Crisis, so no Crisis on Infinite Earths are in this, although in the Rejects was a Mighty Mouse homage. So you get the go for Justice League of America, issue number 200.
Wow. Lobster Head Zatanna.
Wow. Yes. Lobster Head
Batman. A lot of colors in the background. It's like someone just took a crayon and started drawing in the background.
I know. Yeah, there's enough white that Zach is happy.
Well, it's where all the battles take place. You got the Mascara, you got in space, you got mountains, and yeah, it's yeah.
Look at the names on there. Look at the names on there. Aparo, Austin, Bolin, Breeding. Wow. Giacoya. Oh. Giordano, Carmen Infantino, Kane, Qbert, Perez. That's awesome. I am giving this a smashing 10, baby.
All righty. And Pixel, where do you stand?
Is there any other number but 10?
For this book? Apparently, there's a 9 for King K.
Where do you sit, Pixel?
There's a 10. It's 10.
All right.
What do you say, Eric?
10.
I'm surprised. I am shocked. I left this one in just for you, sir. Melissa and Amy, what do you see?
It's very pretty. It's neat that all the backgrounds are line art and they're rendered in different colors. I think it maybe saves the the effort of coloring everything in, but it also keeps it from being too busy.
Yeah.
So the characters are still a little cleaner in the foreground. It's
Exactly.
an interesting twist to make. And it's cool to see them do something like that. I don't know why Superman's giving Hawkeye such a hard time.
Well, the Justice League is fighting itself.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman's fighting Zatanna. Flash is beating up Elongated Man. Adam is kicking is kicking Green Lantern's ass somehow. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he got his head punched all the way over there. It is a very cool cover, though. I mean, how can that not be just a super cool cover? I would give it a 10.
Oh, yes.
By the way, I was going to say that about the cover, but I figured I'd let Amy do it.
There you go.
Let me prattle on about the art.
All right. Yeah, it's. I wonder if he put all the characters, like he did the background, and then he started doing the character, and he just thought exactly what you said. If he colored that background, I think you're right. I think this would be a busy cover. Instead, all of the action, and that is a lot of action going on this cover. What do we have? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 characters fighting, and it's crisp and clear about what's going on.
True story. He was at a Denny's sitting down eating his supper, and he started doodling. So he drew the background, colored it, and all that, and then he started doing everything else.
You know what? I could actually believe that George Perez could whip this out at a Denny's on a whim.
And made a grand slam while he was eating it.
He's like eating what were those? Moon over my hammy while he's just drawing. Yeah.
One hand and
all right. Jay Lucian, Jackson Roykirk, Glenzer, finally a legitimate 10, says Trusty. Undead Quinn says 10. So does one slick dude, Joe.
Well, he is limited to the crayons he had at the restaurant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Can I do this to a 9, ladies and gentlemen? Can I sing the song for a 9? Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, Ken K. I don't know if that fits a 9, but there you go. Dark Admiral says 10. Jay says such a great issue.
Apologize to Ken.
No, I'm sorry, Ken. I just saw Dan Alvin. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, Dan Alvin. All righty, let's see. Alvin! Yes. Christmas time. Okay, so Dan Alvin gives it an 8, 10 for Rhaegar. Time for joy.
What's up, crazy Hungarian?
I think that's the crazy Longorian.
No.
20 fantastic covered colors and details, says Michael Taylor. He said 10. Justice League 200, nice battle scene for a wraparound cover. Give it a 9. JLA 200, amazing mix of traditional rendering for the characters and special ink plate printing for the background. Lots of dynamic action without being crowded. JLA 10 from Maranya and Boom concurs. Ladies and gentlemen, Superman to Hawkman, I must body slam you for comics not selling at the auction.
I mean, the coloring in the background, it looks like he just used the crayons at a Denny's.
And then we have a 10 from Ethereal. And you know what, dude? You are truly one crazy Hungarian giving this a 10. All righty. We might actually have there we go. The only 2 background sections that are colored are both outer space and backgrounds. Space backgrounds. I sing the body electric.
So does this have more for me? That's more 10s than last night's cover.
I think this alone might actually be the most celebrated cover, except for Crisis number 7. This has got It does have 1 8. It does have 2 9s, but it's got 20 10s.
Yeah, last night they only had like 15 or something.
Yeah, yep. Time for joy and time for cheer. This will not, by the way, be the last Justice League cover. There is one that I do believe is so amazing. I had to put it as the last
why do
one.
I picture Amy humming happily while she's drawing and eating a cookie?
Because that's basically what's happening.
All righty.
She made cookies before we were doing before did our reading her.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, you know what? I want to do that. Maranya said what they did for the background save for outer space is make a plate for the different color outlines and then mark it at the printer to print those plates, those colors. There you go. All righty. That was RDV, so I guess it's my turn. And what am I hitting the go for?
If you want to.
Here? Oh, this one, I got to admit, this is not the biggest of oddballs that we have. I always put that at number 8. But this was one off because it was a little bit off because I honestly did not know that he did these covers, and this one was pretty good. So let me put the go. All righty. Hello to Gail. Hey, Ashley, your mom's in the kitchen. Want to say anything to her?
Good evening, Mrs. Anglantine. You look lovely tonight.
Do you hear that?
No.
Say it again, RDV.
Good evening, Mrs. Anglantine. You look lovely tonight. Is that a new dress?
He did the Eddie Haskell. Oh, good evening, Mrs. Anglantine. You look
Actually,
lovely tonight.
Actually, it's a Bernard. Hey.
Yeah. There you go. All righty. I love comics. Place the Justice League, bro. Oh, I forgot to place the before I put the amethyst. Here you go. Let me hide that, and we'll place it, and then I'll get that amethyst cover up. There I go to.
I'm shocked. Not really.
Oh man, I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do it either.
No. I'm gonna pop that back up there. I don't want to show off what the covers I've got coming up.
Hold on. Let me
wait a
switch
second.
over to Brand, and I'll just share my screen.
It looks like I forgot one. I missed one. Hold on just a sec.
Yeah, you bet you did, you know.
Oh, I did, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Where is it? Here it is. And is it up there? Yep. Okay, and this is a 10. Oh, I already did place it. That's why I couldn't find it down there. All righty.
No, you're not behind, King K. We're just a little slow on the uptake today.
All righty, here's the amethyst. Okay, let's take a look at it, ladies and gentlemen. This is amethyst number 8. All righty. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, this is kind of impressive of all the faces in the glass and the shards, the reflections. You've got the different color grades. I mean, because it's a gem world, so it's not actually glass. It would be crystal, and they would reflect the different lights and colors through it. So that's it's very smart rendering here. A lot of little things. This is what George Perez does well. There is a lot going on the cover without obscuring what's happening. I'm giving it a 9. What do you say, Pixel?
I don't know Amethyst. I'm going 1. No, I'm kidding.
Yep. That's an amazing cover, by the way.
It is an amazing cover. I think that the faces are done very well. Something is off to me, and I'm just not sure what it is. It is a very good cover. I'm going to go to 8.
Okay. And how about you, Eric? What do you say?
Well, first I have to quote The Rock. Finally, they called roughing the passer against the Chargers. And the Bengals haven't self-destructed on this drive yet. But I will give this. I gotta get 10. This is really good. Really good.
Nothing wrong with that. How about you, Lester's?
Oh my gosh, look at these colors, and it has a princess, and I want to read this book. It's a 10.
Oh my gosh, that almost sounded like a parody, like she was joking around, but you know she's not.
Well, have you seen how much she loves Halo? She loves Halo from The Outsiders, so this is like Rainbow Bright crack to her.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the colors. It's amazing.
Oh my God.
Amazing!
It's a puppy. I'm gonna die.
I love it so much.
It to a 10. No, I'm kidding.
Alrighty, what do you say, Melissa?
Oh,
10 by proxy. It's well, for one thing, everything George Perez does is amazing. So it's like the Snoopy things. You're gonna be hard pressed not to give it a 10, because even the worst George Perez cover is going to be is still going to be pretty amazing. And I like the colors too, and I'm so happy that it makes Amy so happy too. So yeah, 10. Also,
she will she commit violence if you don't give it a 10? Should you be blinking twice if you're in trouble here?
If she doesn't like it, she can read whatever she likes.
I hear that tone of voice, so I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 10s. How about you, RDV?
Well, I'll just say this: currently, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. allegedly intends to require Coca-Cola to begin using cane sugar instead of high fructose syrup.
I didn't know cane made sugar.
Yeah, I'll just say that if he does this, I will boycott Coke until they put the cocaine back in there. Anyway, this is an awesome cover. Like this. You get Jimmy Stewart on the bottom, freaking out.
How you doing?
I mean, they all look like Barbie characters. The faces, on each of those things, and even got Aunt May up in the corner there on the right. If I was a 10-year-old girl, I'd be like 10.
Yep.
Right. All right.
Yeah, it's a good cover.
Okay, and let's see. That
Like,
it was
for sure
to start, so that should be everybody.
I want to go watch Valley Girl now. Let's go to that. Let's watch Nicolas Cage and Valley Girl.
Okay, and let's get to the chat, and we will find out what they think of Amethyst. This I was wondering where this would land. This Metal Men and number 8. I was wondering where it's going to land. So
I need to ask Amy. Now you see this covered? Are you gonna beg me to put this as a reading?
Yes.
Might as well start at the beginning. Maranya swears up and down for Amethyst. So MK says 10. All righty. And let's see. Michael, perhaps you don't like Mikey. Go for Amethyst. Am I 10 seconds behind again? We've got a 10 from Glinzer. And all righty. Okay, we got 2 10s, and Trusty saying, really, this made the cut? Yeah, it's a really good cover.
Oh my gosh, I cannot find this cover. For
7 from Ken K. We've got a 9 from One Slick, and we have 10 from Jackson and Dark Admiral. And we have, let's see, 9 from Undead, 10 from Crazy Hungarian and Joe. So we've got a 9 and 2 more 10s. All righty. And we have Breen reminds me of Avengers number 17 with Wanda and Ultron during Kovac. Va 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 boom says 8. And we have Amethyst 8. This cover reflects all the main characters that surround Amethyst. Also, the shattering nature of the current storyline. This is so much of a gem, of a cover. I rank it a 10. Alrighty. And then we have 9 very cool colors, very cool detail. That's from Michael Taylor. We have Amethyst reflected images in the glass gems. Reminds me of Avengers Scarlet Witch cover. It's a very good cover. It's an 8 already. And we have Amethyst. Almost forgot about her. I'll say 9. Okay, that means the 10 was for the other one. All right. And we have a 9 here. And let's see. Oh, my speakers were up. That surprised me. Raise it to a 10, says Michael Taylor. All right, we'll do. Steal 10 on the last cover and 10 on this cover. She is really getting busted on. All righty. This officially, JLA 200 is now officially the most celebrated cover, by the way, with 22. I could just, Amy, like Howie, Cupcakes, Lester's, you imagine if we had a Peanuts cover by Perez?
Oh, that would be
there
amazing.
you go. I know, right? Rhaegar says 10.
Aw.
By the way, Evan McPherson absolutely sucks. And I'm only a 7, says Dan. Well, that's kind of sad you rate yourself that way, but what do you think of the cover?
Oh, I thought you said L. McPherson. And I'm like,
Trusty gave it a 6. Every party has a pooper. That's what we invited you.
Oh.
Trusty sidekick. I love the fact that you instigated that one there, Jackson.
Venkman,
All right.
I'd rather have L. McPherson kicking for the Bengals right now. How's that?
All right, let's get the stop here. Once again, we do get take late votes, so there you go, bringing down the princess here. And let's see where it lands. Oh, sorry, guys.
I think maybe that one doesn't belong there.
Well, I thought I didn't include it, but I had already scored it, so it's up here. So yeah, don't worry about that.
All right.
Yeah, Oz knows what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here's a professional show.
Yep. There we go.
Why
And this one ended up. Oh, I don't think I scored it yet. Okay, let's see. We have 1 6 and 2 7s and 3 8s, taking down 6 of the 10s, and then we've got 5 9s. Taking down 5 of the 10s, leaving 1 10 left. There we go. All righty. This is going to be a 10 night. Okay, so it's going to be a 10 fest, as it's called. I don't know. Maybe this cover is going to break you, because as Trusty Sidekick says, wait, that made the cut. And remember, I had, in fact, I didn't go for all classic. I wanted to get a lot of characters represented just to show off how an artist interprets that character. Or maybe, in fact, I do believe this is Pixel's turn again.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
We
Hi, Pixel.
know.
And Pixel, sometimes you got to say how an artist interprets a character. And sometimes you have to ask, how does an artist interpret a starship? And you get Star Trek #3.
Oh, jeez.
So listen, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I don't really, I have like passive aggressive feeling towards Star Trek, so it's a 1. No.
Are there any more Star Wars fans left after Disney took them?
Yes. It's a 10. It's
All right.
just epic action all over the place. You know what's happening. If you weren't a Star Trek fan, you're still going to be interested.
All righty. And how about you, Eric? What do you think?
Hi, I'm annoyed.
Hi, Annoyed.
Now, when you say you're annoyed, are you like shilling for Domino's Pizza annoyed, or are you annoyed like irritated?
No, I'm just annoyed.
Oh, okay. Well, once again,
Yeah, because Evan McPherson absolutely sucks.
Right.
Yeah, because here this is symbolism. The starship represents Evan McPherson. The explosion represents the Bengals' chance of victory. And so, but I'll still give this cover a 10. It is awesome. Super awesome,
right.
if you will. If you
Okay.
will.
Okay.
Yes, Ethereal. With the exception of the Philly cheesesteak pizza, Domino's does Evan McPherson.
I kind of want Pizza Hut now. I mean,
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
But then I have pizza, and I remember why I don't get Pizza Hut.
Is it the thick crust? Do you have the thick crust or the thin crust on their pizza?
It's just
So-
too greasy.
Gail and I went to a local pizza joint we heard good things about, and they had a hot sauce 3-pepper pizza, which I ordered because I love spicy things. And Gail heard of this is what she got us there, because she heard of a pickle pizza. And
What?
And you still went?
and she wanted to try it. Yeah. So we go there, and I swear to God, they forgot the sauce, because I told Gail, I said, except for the peppers on top, you could eat this. It's ridiculously mild. It was so disappointing, so disappointing. Anyway, that was Pixel giving it 10, right? And Eric? Yeah, Pixel. Eric, what do you think?
It's still a 10.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Amy and Melissa. I was about to say Amy and Lester. Amy and Melissa.
I mean, I'm impressed. Well, of course, he's a great artist. So if you give him a model, he'll be able to do a technical illustration as easily as anything. I'm not a really big fan of the spaceships, but it's still very well done, and it's a nice explosion. I think I'd have to give it at least a 9.
Okay, and how about you, Melissa?
Blew up a cloud blob, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wait. Is that for Cornwall driving in one of these?
Hopefully not one of the ones that went kablooey.
Not one of the ones that went kablooey. No, it's got to be Kirk, right? Is it Kirk for this one? Probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be Kirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9 too.
Okie dokies.
Artichokes.
Alrighty, and RDV, what do you say?
I'm confused. Why doesn't it say Puppetina and Friends on top of there?
And Friends.
Can you imagine imagine if DC put that corner box and it says the new DC. There's no stopping us now. It's a wholly different meeting in 2024. Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna go 8 on it because it just, to me, it just seems like another space thing, you know.
Alrighty, okay.
Yeah.
And
it looks no different than Babylon 5 or any of those other ones they had, you know.
Alrighty. Let's see. We had Pixel there, and there we go. And we have. I'm gonna go 8 as well.
You know what I want?
All right.
I want Picard sitting down in his chair. That's what I want.
Glenzer says 10. Ethereal says 9. So does Crazy Hungarian. And Dark Admiral says 8. Jackson says 10. One Slick says 9. Joe says 8. And Ken says 7. Vava Boom says 9. And Dan says 7. So we have 1, 2 7s. And then we have 1, 2 8s. All right. Next up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 9s. Okay, and we had 1, 2 10s. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Ethereal Dragon says Domino sucks. That is a true fact. Michael Taylor says 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and details. Alrighty, and Trusty says, proportions are all wrong. This doesn't even look like the Enterprise. Give it a 5.
I mean, Domino's in the 90s tasted better.
Yeah, it did. Could be worse, Breen. You could be a Browns fan. Undead Quinn says 7. And loving the great covers, says Michael Taylor. Well, I hope you guys don't mind that I didn't put tons of just icons in there. First of all, I would love to save them for other ones, but it's good, I think, to see a mixture of the books that he did. George Perez was such an eclectic artist. He's done damn near everything.
I'm so glad he didn't do a Doctor Who cover. We'd all be sleeping.
Star Trek 3, an amazing cover with 0 people on it. This shows off Perez's skill in rendering anything with an incredible detail. This scores a Star Trekking across the universe 10. I added in the flare there, but there you go. MK 10, awesome cover. Also, anyone here like pineapple on pizza or anchovies? I used to make pizza at Little Caesars. My friend was a manager, so at the end of the night, we would take some of the leftover dough and we would make our own pizzas. And I always like to put 1 anchovy in the middle because I figured just 1 flavors the pizza enough. But I can't take a whole bunch of them on there. Screw pizza tonight? No, I will not screw pizza. But sirloin tip does sound good. I'm just saying, just kidding. Okay, so let's see. Steel Tradition says 10, and Rhaegar says 6. A bit out of spirit for Star Trek, which is typically not the adventure of Splody McSplody Wars and Friends. All right, so we got a 6 and a 10. Okay, and let's see. Absolutely, he gave us a variety to rank. E missed Henry. Who? Henry. Star Trek, the Klingon battle cruisers look good. The Enterprise does not. It's a 7, says Henry, which kind of mirrors what Trusty was saying. All righty. So here's what we got, kids. We've got 1 5, 1 6, and 4 7s, taking out all but one of those 10s. But here come 5 8s, knocking out that 1 10 and 4 of the 6 9s. This lands in 9 category, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. All right. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. If you're wondering why I keep putting Justice League up there, it's so I don't spoil what's coming next. All right, there we are. There we go. I might just keep putting that cover up on all of them. All righty. So who are we at? So I guess it's RDV, right? Or wait a second. No, it is. It's cover number 7. So if I'm number 5, 6, 7, it's Eric's turn. Oh, Eric, you're gonna love this one. I think, anyway. It's not a comic book, ladies and gentlemen. This one, it is not. It is not, sir. Okay. This is the cover of a trade paperback. So, Eric, if you could lead us off on Crossover Classics.
I gotta say 10.
All righty. And how about you, Lester Sisters?
This is a strong 90s feeling to it.
Am I the only one who thinks it makes more sense for Superman to be fighting Hulk and Spider-Man to be fighting Batman?
Oh, Superman and Batman had one book. Batman versus the Incredible Hulk was a book. Teen Titans versus X-Men was a book. So actually, those are 3 different books that are going to be in the collection.
Okay. How in the world? Well, good luck, Spider-Man. Good luck, Batman. I don't know how that's going to go for you guys. Yeah, interesting. But it is a really cool drawing, to be sure. The colors look a little funny, I think, but that could just be the exposure. And anyway, it doesn't
really blame.
Yeah, it's still a really great drawing. There's Raven. So that's so Raven. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I don't know. Maybe should I go 9 on that? It is really good, but
the coloring's a little distracting.
Maybe a tiny bit. But that's hardly Mr. Perez's fault. I don't know if he does his own coloring or not. Yeah, I think maybe a 9.
All right. Melissa, what do you say?
I kind of have the same feeling. The coloring is just it kind of distracts from the piece. Mm-hmm. But it's still excellent, so I'll give it a 9.
All righty. And RDV.
Hey, I knew if I was the last person, it'd eventually pop up on my screen. I was going on my phone. I'm like, because it was not showing on StreamYard for some reason.
Oh, really? How strange.
Yeah, StreamYard is like that. It lags.
Yeah.
What is Beast Boy supposed to be? A green cheetah? A panther?
Yeah, it looks like a jaguar or a panther. Because cheetahs would have the spots.
Why is it? Was it meant to be this bright, or you just got a bad scan?
Maybe it's supposed to be black light.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder because it's really bright. I mean, I understand the Hulk glowing, but the characters are drawn well, but like
it may be a scan because Superman's suit is darker. I mean, he did have a lighter blue suit back in the day, though.
Yeah, it's a bright scan. Yeah, the real cover is much worse to do. Either way, it's a great concept, except for the fact that everybody's too freaking close to each other, except for the people on the bottom.
Okay. So what do you give this?
I'm gonna go with 8 on it though.
All right. Okay, and let's see, Pixel, what do you say?
Well, part of me feels like that if it's this bright naturally, it's just trying to be.
No, I'm looking because I'm hearing that. Yeah,
it's not. It's just a bright scan. That's all.
Thank goodness. Okay. This is very good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now I got this cover off. I always get the covers off of Comic Vine. They're very reliable. That's why I do it. But this is a book. Oh, that it requires a lot more work. But they're good. By the way, I don't want to put them down for that, but this is an actual picture of a book from Amazon. Let me get that up there for you guys. And if it changes your grade at all, by all means, change it. Let me add this in here really quick.
This is the Josh Whedon cut. I want the Snyder cut. Give me the dark and gloomy. There we go.
All right. If this changes your grade or your vote, by all means, go right on ahead.
And
mine's up to a 9 now because I love the dark colors.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Let me cross these out, and we'll start all over with Eric.
What about the chat though? Did they already start?
No, it started, but if they want to, I'll tell you what. I'll put the restart right now. As a matter of fact, go for a crossover.
All right, Marania, copy and paste.
Okay, guys, if this changes it, there you go. We're starting over. I found a better scan. Go on ahead, Eric. You're starting us off.
You might have noticed that when we did this the first time, I hesitated. That's because Evan McPherson had just missed another fucking field goal.
Okay.
Language.
No. Okay, now why am I echoing now?
Because of sports ball?
Oh,
I didn't change
Echo?
anything.
Echo?
Just 10.
All right.
Echo. Nope.
All righty. Melissa and Amy, does this change anything for you?
Yeah. For me, anyway, my eyes don't hurt, and it's a wonderful illustration. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Melissa? Or Amy?
Well, yeah, why not? I'll go ahead and give it a 10 too. They are very nice colors.
All righty. Now, One Slick is saying the one I showed before is a second printing, which is brighter. So there you go. Right. How about you, RDV? What do you say to this one?
I'm going with a 9 on this. It's still got some flaws, but I mean, it's I like seeing the natural colors like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a little out of focus because he's blowing up a scan that's smaller than what it is.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
So it's a 9.
Yep. Just to show that there's a lot of different opinions. Johnny Boys Comics is saying I like the other one.
Can I point out though? There's a problem with Wally West. He's the second fastest man alive, but he's slower than Beast Boy.
Yeah, but he's going to beat the ever-loving hell out of Kitty Pryde. Okay, so Pixel, what do you say?
Wah, 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 wah.
I changed it to a 10.
All right. And it's my turn, and yeah, I think this is an easy 10. I love the rendering. It does sell every book very well. Done great. Okay, let's go to the chat. Rhaegar says, still a 10. Ken K says, I'll go 8. Now, somebody is listening to the show.
It's called a Pixel.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. Ken K goes 8 on this one. And we had a 10 from Rhaegar. Dark Admiral says same 10. 9 from Jackson Roykert. And we have, that's not a better scan, says Glinzer. Well, I got it from Amazon on a hurry. I didn't look for anything. I just found
on a hurry?
Yep. Crossover Classics. Perez distilled the essence of crossover books without sacrificing amazing design. This earns a crossover 10 for me. The second one was a lot better color-wise, says Michael Taylor. All righty. Well, grade whichever one you want. But we've seen both. Glenzer says 10. Let's see. I love this. The first print cover. Okay, we read that. I liked it the other way. No change. Still a 9, says Trusty. And then we have a 9 from One Slick. And we have a 10 from Johnny. Alrighty. Let's see. Crossover gets an 8 from Henry. Alrighty. And let's see what else. Let me scroll down here. Glenzer is correct. Steel Tradition says 10. Dan Alvin says 7 tops barely. Alrighty. And there we go. And let's see. 9 from Ethereal. 9 from Ba 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 Boom. And we've got Flash arrived late to the party. Abstract floating in space face-offs. Don't do it for me, says Dan. He can't touch a phased-out Kitty Pryde. Well, if he does that tornado thingy and whisps her away. Michael Taylor says 10 fantastic covers and colors. All righty. Let me get the stop up there. And if you do have a late bid, we will include it. But what we got here is 1 7 and 2 8s and 6 9s. So that is 9 versus 12. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, she can breathe in space, right? When she's phased in phase mode.
Can't? Yeah, she can, because she can do the whole. She's been known to.
Yeah, so like, there's nothing he can really do. It's not like he can just run around her and suck the oxygen out from her lungs if she's in phase mode.
I don't know. So yeah, but she ain't gonna do nothing to him either. In order for her to beat him, she's got to go physical, and that would be it for her.
You know what she do? She'd stand in front of a wall like the Wild Coyote.
There you go. Yeah. That was Eric and RDV. You get number 8, right?
Yay.
Oh, no, it's Melissa and Amy. Oh, you're going to love this one. Oh, that's so nice that you guys got this one. Okay.
Dude, thank you for the sub. Johnny Boys Comics says you were found in the comic algorithm.
Oh, thank you.
You are
awesome.
You are not shadow banned.
I beg to freaking differ, but it is nice that it's still somewhere out there and people are finding it. So go for Amy and Lester leading us off with Mighty Mouse number 4. I bet you didn't even know that George Perez did a Mighty Mouse cover.
I am curious though what video you're watching, and then you popped up.
Yeah, that is something. All right, Amy and Melissa. Hello,
girls,
ladies. Did we lose everybody?
I'm here.
Yeah, Eric and Pixel have their mics off. Amy and Lester. Amy and
she might have their.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't notice the little blinking light. I beg your pardon.
It's
okay.
all up to you. This is an homage to the Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7.
Even the sun is crying. Oh, gosh. Well, again, the amazing in background.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The impeccable line art. Gosh. It's like the X's in the eyes are a nice touch.
I know, right?
Yeah. I think I'll give it an 8.
All right.
I'll go ahead and hang on. Amy's going to take a second to get up here.
Okay, we'll get her when she comes here.
So I read Steel Traditionals RIP Bangles, and then I saw Damage says he homaged himself, and I read that not as homage.
Right. What do you rate this, RDV? We'll get Amy on as we come back.
You know what's a good rat is? A dead rat. Yeah, I never was a Mighty Mouse person. I mean, so it probably holds more sentimental, sentimental value to you guys. You'd enjoy it more. But I'm looking at the cover though. I don't know any of the characters, and he is doing a homage to himself. I'll go 8.
Yeah, when you don't know the characters, it really is how is the cover itself? How is it drawn?
It looks exactly as doing like the other one. It's cool. He has a cartoon, or the little moon crying, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I know it's just it's just a Mighty Mouse cover. But,
okay, there you go. Pixel, what do you say?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I think that
Your mic's going Charlie Brown teacher.
one second. How am I doing now?
Better.
There you go.
Okay, so I think that this is a good cover. Yeah, but I'm actually in that same boat. It's really just how well it's done, because Mighty Mouse, even though I know Mighty Mouse, it's just
No
nothing that I
emotional weight
connected
for
to.
you.
No.
It's not
Even
like seeing
staring at the dead
Supergirl.
bird. No. So this is a very good cover, though. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go
Echo.
8.
All right.
Echo.
Eric.
I can mute myself in between, but I will now.
What happened? All of a sudden you're echoing.
Because my computer decided to fuck up. That's all.
Language. Echo.
Eric, what do you think?
It's a nice cover, but again, no attachment and no really. So I'm going to say 7.
All right.
I missed the echo.
Yeah, I was actually thinking. Well, it's too bad we can't do Christ on Infinite Earths number 7. So when I saw this, I said it's going in. And I do like to put the wonky ones at cover 8, and that's where we stand right here. Amy, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
What do you say?
I was more depressed, so I couldn't go now. Betting.
Right.
I think
Amy, what do you say?
I think the background characters are probably my favorite part about this. It's interesting seeing an example of Mr. Perez drawing like a cartoony character, because if you ever wanted to figure out what is if you were to draw like Snoopy, what that might come out looking like, it's good to have this as a point of reference. That said, I don't really like this. Yeah, I don't really like this very much as a drawing. I guess maybe a 5.
All right.
Do you know what would be even better? If it was Mickey Mouse holding Minnie.
No.
All righty. Let's see what the chat says. Steel Tradition says 10. And then we have an 8 from Glinzer and a 7 from Ethereal. Okay, we got an 8 from Glinzer and a 7 from Ethereal Dragon. Let's see. Ken K says 6. And we have Infinite Crisis 7 homage, says One Slick. One Slick gives it an 8, and so does the Crazy Hungarian. All righty. I'm expecting to hear a reply. It's like Batman, not the Crazy Hungry. Just yeah. 9 from Joe and an RIP Bengals from Steel. All righty, here we go.
All right, try your echoing, Venkman.
Hello. Oh.
Ford. Echo.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crap.
Boom says 9 and Dark Admiral says 9.
It's
There we
not as
go.
bad.
That's true. 10, very cool cover, says Michael Taylor, and details. And he gives it a 10. And we have John, I was watching the Mullet Man comics, says John. Oh, okay, cool. Mighty Mouse does nothing for me, says Henry. Give it a 5. Okay,
he hasn't
then
echoed in
we've
like
got
2 years.
10 from Great Googly Moogly. And Maranya says, Mighty Mouse number 4, Crisis on Infinite Earths, as well as Paeta homage. Wonderfully done in the spirit of the characters involved. Score a Mighty Mouse 10. Already. Oh, we lost him. I wonder. I guess he's gonna.
He's probably resetting, probably.
Yeah. And then we have X'd out eyes are superb. Give it an 8, says Dan Alvin. And 9 from Jackson. I knew he was going for humor tropes, but I wish he had done it seriously, like Crisis 7. And then doesn't Mighty Mouse have a chest insignia? I thought he did, like an M or something. England team does homage to himself under the bridge all the time. Rhaegar says 8. A dead Pearl Pure Heart says 1 slick. All right. And MK is saying 8 as well, adding this cover is funny, nice homage, but funny to me. And gotta look close to see the great details in the background, says Michael. 7, it would be higher if it was like a block of cheese he was holding. Okay. And let's see, everyone's dropping F-bombs tonight. Yeah.
Except for me and the girls.
There you go. All righty, so let's get the stop. And remember, late votes are accepted.
You
There
all
we
have
go.
potty mouths. You should wash your mouth out with soap.
What we have, I do all the time. What we have here is 2 5s, 1 6, and 4 7s. All righty, so that is 7. That takes out all 4 10s and 3 of the 4 9s, leaving 1 left. But that 1 left is going against 9 8s, and that's where this lands.
Oh,
in
you gotta
the 8
use
pile.
You gotta use that pink hand soap they get at the gas stations where you have to get a key to get in.
I like the Christmas Story. I go for Ivory. Okay, there we go. And let's see. That was the Leicester. So we're back to RDV. And this is my favorite of all time, George Perez title. Alrighty, and you get new.
Is it Prez?
Titans.
New
There
Teen
we go.
Titans go.
New Teen Titans go. All right.
Oh, is this the rain one? No, you did that one.
No,
That was
it is the Deathstroke one, issue number 34.
Aha. Well, now I know if we get this far in the comic book readings, I'll have a problem with this cover trying to.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to adapt this one the way you do the others. This is the okay. You know what? I just what you're seeing here is literally Deathstroke shooting through the comic book cover.
Yeah.
Go.
I was gonna lead with that, but thank you for tagging it.
Okay, go on ahead. It's New Teen Titans. I love New Teen Titans. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Tara's on the cover, so we haven't had the Judas contract yet, so that's good.
Oh no, this is part of it.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah. Every issue with Tara is part of the Judas contract. They just don't include it in the.
You know,
yeah.
I gotta say, 34 issues in, and he still hasn't killed the Titans. He's not really much of a Terminator, is he?
No.
He's a lousy villain. I like it though. I like the concept, breaking the fourth wall. You know, it'd be better if he was shooting an ugly, irresponsible cover, like an inferior cover. But I'm gonna go 8.
Alrighty. Right, there we go, and there we are. Okay. You go 8 on this. Alrighty, and Pixel, what do you say?
It's very cool. He's shooting through it.
But I hate Teen Titans.
No, I don't hate the Teen Titans.
So it's a 1. All right. Anyway.
No. I could only use that joke a couple times. See, here's the thing. I think this is a good cover because everything's done well, but I feel like it's almost there's just too much with it going on. It's all done very well, but it's still just too much.
A guy shooting a poster is too much for you.
Yes,
right.
it is.
Okay. So what do you give this?
Let's go 7 because it's still
7.
all good. But
all righty, and how about you, Eric?
I'm gonna say 9.
All righty, Lester's.
Well, my favorite part about this is Starfire. She looks really adorable sitting down there. I kind of wish the picture wasn't quite as skewed. Like, it'd be nice to see what this would have looked like before it got shot up.
Actually, the only getting shot up is look at Cyborg's only getting shot.
Yeah, it looks like poor Garfield. He needs help. Isn't that his name? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it is. Garfield
Yeah, that's
Logan.
Garfield. Yeah.
I was just laughing because like it's going to come out of his mouth.
Blah, he's spitting lasers. Well, Starfire's hair got a little messed up, but you know she's got a lot of hair, so she can put some conditioner on that and get that back around. It's a clever idea, and it's certainly well executed. But I can't say that it's like, oh my gosh, I love this. I want to read this book so much. So I think I'll give it. I was going to say 8, but that really is some strong technicality in the draping that he's used in kind of the creasing. Well, it's a drape technically, but it's on paper, so it should be a crease. I'll still give it a 9.
All righty, Melissa.
That's impressive. George Perez is just always impressive.
Yes.
What can you say? Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 as well.
All right. And I am giving it a 10. This is one of my favorite. I do think that what I love about the Titans and what I think is a perfect cover is completely different, but with you guys, because I remember I put up the Demon cover, and that got trashed. So let me go through this, and then I want to put up a cover and ask you. Well, you guys saw it. It's the one where the guy was in the water. Glenzer says 10. Steel Tradition says 10. So does Jackson Reichert. All righty. Well, there's people who actually like it out there. I'm a former soap eating kid, so Steel, aren't we all, right? Let's see. 4 from Rhaegar. Blind Rhaegar. And then we have Dan Alvin with 6 and One Slick with an 8. There we go. And let's see. 10 from Michael Taylor. Fantastic cover, colors, and detail. All righty. Also, what is going on with Changeling's face? He's getting shot. That's what's going on. Va 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 Voom says 9. Joe says 9. Way too busy. I give it a 6. All right. And then we go to 8. They look like they're having fun, except for being shot, says Ethereal. Well,
Wow,
he didn't say the part about being shot. Titans 34. Cool design and detail. It's a 9. All righty. Maranya says New Teen Titans 34. Another lineup cover, but there's a dynamic nature to it. Great detail. All characters are rendered to model. This is a Titanic 10 for the shooting through the cover. All righty. And we've got 8 from Dark Admiral Hair. And I think the Inhumans are better than the Teen Titans. Pixel 11, 20, 24. This fourth wall breakage is reminiscent of Fantastic Four 258, says Glenzer. So who's more iconic and cooler, Casper or Casper? Also 8 for this cover. He's not as iconic. The
people that like Casper are now like Casper.
Right. That's a good one. Clever effect shooting out the cover. Johnny Boys says, love it. Give it a 9. All righty. Wow. About it's like Fantastic Four 258. They both came out in the same month. Oh, now I want to look at that. Too much stuff happening on the cover. I decided to not to grade on a curve, says Rhaegar. Grade it how you like, man. That's it. We accept, if not respect, everybody's opinion.
When you're no longer turning left or turning right, when you're driving straight, grade it.
Right. Okay, let's get that there really quick here. Just for shiitakes and giggles.
We're gonna read it in Inhumans book.
No, this is the other one, by the way, that I was considering putting up here. Because the waterwork is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's tragic.
Yeah.
Oh no, someone stabbed him in the back.
Yeah. But the way the team looks in the water, that was going to be the other one. We do have a rain cover coming up here. But I'll show that.
Trident. It was Hubba Bubba.
Alrighty. Okay, so this one, ladies and gentlemen, has 1 4, 2 6s, and 1 7. Taking out 4 of those 6 10s, 5 8s. Take out the rest of the 10 and a couple of the 9s. But considering there were 7, this ends up in the 9 category, ladies and gentlemen. Still a badass cover. Alrighty, here we go.
You should do. I should upload. You can use curtains. Every time you want to put curtains up to hide stuff.
Right. I know. Yeah, that would be actually kind of cool. Sometimes I like these to be a surprise. Now this is the next one is 10, and I had a hard time which one I wanted to do here because I love the Marvel 2-in-1 with the Grave, and you see Adam Warlock rising. But I thought this issue with the Cosmic Cube just looked a lot more interesting. So
See what I do? I just
included-
don't share the. I don't share the tier lists. I just, because everybody knows the score at this point. And
Okay, let's see. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, and I get to lead us off on Marvel 2-in-1 number 42.
with Barf.
Right. But no, I got to tell you, first of all, it does have kind of a Kirby crackle to it. The yellow glove, I assume, is that
Thanos?
Red Skull, or is it Thanos? Then we see what looks like the Mad Thinker holding it up. The battle between Captain America and Thing, the fact that all of the images are there and they're warped into what they would actually be. The fact that everything is clear, even though you've got a flat top plane, a flat side plane, excuse me. I thought this was just a very well done cover that is one of those that is probably far more technically difficult than it first appears. And that's why I put up there. That's why I think this is pure 10. Pixel, what do you think?
I mean, there's action in all these signs that we can see of the Cosmic Cube. The hand is holding it, and with it's too good to give anything but a 10.
All right. And how about you, Eric?
I am going to give this 10 missed field goals.
All righty. Melissa and Amy, you are the artists. Am I right? Am I correct in my assessment on this? Please.
What was your assessment?
That the perspective on this was technically incredibly impressive to do these elaborate illustrations from different angles like that.
Ah, okay. It is an interesting interpretation of those, and the lines do seem to agree with each other. So that is, very cool and very creative. It's not butter.
What?
It's not butter?
Well, it looks like this guy in the front, whoever he is, it looks like he's holding a big thing of butter to me. I'm like, it's
Cosmic
not
butter.
Cosmic butter. I'm like, it's not butter.
It's a cube. It would be amazing had he put the similar drawings in his hand. But yeah, it's to me, it looks like one of those that are deceptively simple.
Yeah. No, it's very cool. It's a very cool effect, and he's certainly the kind of artist who can. Oh, look, there's Cosmic Butter again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the kind of artist who could definitely pull that off. So yeah, that is very cool. That said, I can't.
You know what? It could be Cosmic Gouda.
Oh, it could be. It could be. Yeah, it's cool. I do appreciate its creativity. I think I'll give it an 8.
Okay. How about you, Melissa?
I think I'll give it a 9. I am impressed by the perspective. This was made back when we didn't have Photoshop and stuff like that, so skewing things and keeping perspective was not that easy. It's definitely a very impressive technical piece. So yeah, I'm giving it a 9.
All righty. And RDV, what do you say?
Well, we got bottom right corner is Angle Team. You're holding up. They're like, this is the awesome cover. I love it. On the left, we got Eric screaming because the Bengals are missing field goals. And then up top, it's just me and Pixel fighting back and forth.
It's my channel.
You're never there.
It's still in my name.
Where's the Pegasus? I feel like I'm denied here. A sinister secret of Project Pegasus.
That's a storyline. By the way.
No, but is it sinister secret that there's no Pegasus in this book?
That would be sad.
That's
I
sinister.
don't think they are literally talking about a horse, but just saying.
Of course.
I actually have the trade paperback over here.
But no, like you said, we're getting, like I said, they'll draw the angles like that. There's no Photoshop. There is no AI program.
No, he drew this by hand on each perspective.
So
he had to go. He had to draw perfect on a diagonal, a flat, and a flat top surface.
So what I'm thinking he did, he probably drew it first, the top part, and then laid it down like that, and then copied it while looking at it. I'm gonna go 10 on this because that's hard to do.
I know it's great skill here,
and that's America's ass.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's go to the chat. And we have Steel Tradition giving it a 10, as well as Glinzer and Dark Admiral. 1, 2, and 3. 9 from Ken, 8 from Boom, and Joe says 10. So we've got an 8, a 9, and a 10. Next up, we have One Slick saying 9, a 10 from Michael Taylor and Jackson Raykirk, and a 7 from Ethereal, and a 9 from Johnny Boy. So we've got 7, 2 9s, and 2 10s. Already 7, 2 9s, and 2 10s. Next up, Maranya saying Marvel 2-in-1 42, amazing detail in the cube. The simpler background and glove balance all of the details. No barfs in here. This earns a cosmic 10. Alrighty, technically this may be his best comic book cover so far. Marvel 2-in-1, nice Terry Austin inks. It's very cool. Give it a 9, says Henry. And okay, back to the 10 fest, says Rhaegar. It's a 10. I can't believe it's not butter. Let's see. It's an easy Rubik's Cube, says Jackson. It's canon now. Cosmic butter. You heard it here first, folks. I legit never thought I would hear Cosmic Cube being referred to as butter. Thank you, Amy. Let's see. Evan McPherson needed the Cosmic Cube tonight. He would have just barfed it out. Eric Matt at the football game, says MK. Crazy how my team is already out of it, but not surprising. Cosmic Rubik's Cube in the palm of my hand. I'll say 7. All righty. And we've got Blasphemy, says Steel Tradition. And there we go. RIP Bengals, says Steel. Let me get the stop here. This is a 10 fest now. I mean, it's almost as much of a 10 fest as last night was. So what's the difference between the Phantom Zone and this Cosmic Cube? Can you trap people in it? I'll leave that one to Eric if he's alive right now, because he may have exited himself after that game. 2 7s, 2 8s, take down 4 of those 10s, and then 5. Holy crap, 9 total. And they still don't win because we've got 12 10s, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 10. All right, let's let me change this. So far, so good. Very, very, very interesting tonight. All right. And let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. That was who did that one last? It was me, right? Yeah, that was me. So Pixel, you have next up here. Whoops.
Wow, Justice League America. Wow.
Okay, fine.
Issue. Oh.
I just realized I have to put in the go for Brave and the Bold. Alrighty. And remember, I do try to up the ante on these. Like it goes from what I think will be the least to all the way to the best. So here we go. I hope you guys like this one. Right, Brave and the Bold, number 6.
Oh my gosh. The Evil Eye of the Luck Lords. Okay. Yikes indeed. I get what they're going for here. It's the eye is done well. I can't deny that. I do not like this cover. I do not.
What? Are you on dope?
No, I am not. I wish I were. Maybe I would like it. I'm going to put this on a 6. Like, the technical level is amazing, but I'm not vibing with this. And you know what? I do like Batman and the Green Lantern, but I'm not vibing with this.
All right. All right. How about you, Eric?
I am going to say, ooh, I just noticed the bat signal inside the eyeball.
Oh my gosh. You're right. I stared at this all day long. I didn't see it. The two white, yeah, they're making the bat symbol.
So I am going to say, I'm going to give us a 10 because of the bat eyeball.
All right.
Where's the bat signal?
See how those two white circles on top and the bottom are creating the bat?
Oh.
All righty. Amy and Melissa, what do you say?
Yeah, this. Oh Lord. This is. I want to say the biggest problem with it is the variation of finishing techniques between the different elements. There's the iris part of the eye. There's the rendering on, I guess it's his neck stalk or whatever that is, the thing that the eye is held in. Then there's Batman and Lantern, and then whatever it is that's making up the interior texture of what they're in. This, yeah, this is not great. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be in a sphere, then they didn't really punch the perspective or let's say the weighted form on this as far as they could have. It's kind of a confused mix of finishing techniques. The Lantern's hands there seem to be finished in kind of a fine, almost a gray. And if they're trying to make it look like they're muddled because it's in a different texture, then I think they could have done that a little bit better, or figure out whether what they're doing is abstract or whether it's supposed to be kind of concrete. The eye color here, the square and the pupil and the colorful part of it,
iris.
Yeah, that's a weird use of texture there that doesn't seem to repeat itself in any other part of the graphic. So they took something which might be technically accurate or close to technically accurate for how you would render an eye, but it doesn't match up with the stylization used for everything else. So it's confusing and sloppy and amateurish.
Wow. Well, just go off on the man for a little bit.
But other than that, how was the cover, Mrs. Lincoln?
But I mean, that's kind of in how it's finished, which could be. When was this book probably drawn?
I'm thinking early
2000s.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so
new technology,
new
trying to get a handle on
technology,
it.
yeah. So that just sometimes ends up with finishing techniques and art that looks really, really awkward. But I'm having a hard time kind of looking past that. Looking to what it might be rather than what it is. Yeah, but even at that, I feel like the shading and the lines are a little too thick on their faces. I mean, it makes their expressions kind of muddled. But overall, I would say the foreshortening on the figures is good, and the posing is good for what it is. But how it all came together just isn't working for me. 7.
Alrighty. How about you, Melissa?
I feel like pushing up just a little more to an 8.
All right. And how about you, RDV?
I think you might have been muted.
Hello, Ridova.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted just like the sisters were. I think everyone's kind of just looking at it from the wrong angle. It's just it's a monster of some sort, or alien or whatever being, and it has, unlike 8-Ball over at Marvel, the guy's wearing a helmet. This is actually the guy's head is a giant eyeball, and I wonder if it winks at you, like it closes and blinks. and I guess it's attached. It's attached to a body. It's got the Sandman shirt. I like this. You know, it's supposed to be nightmare. It's supposed to be nightmarish a little bit in a sense, because and then Green Lantern and Batman are somehow trapped in it. It's like it's like it's locked onto them. I don't think they're actually inside the eyeball. I just think that like he's basically like got a lock on, and they're panicking. So I'm gonna go 10 with this. This is cool. I like this.
Alrighty.
Because
And,
you don't see this all the time.
And I'm going to also, because this is what I saw when I looked at this one. I saw, of course, you mentioned the different elements. The base of the crystal eye or whatever, that's what I'm assuming it is, or mirror, whatever the eyeball is definitely different. And I don't mind it being rendered differently because it's what holds the mystic item, which is the eyeball, which has captured Batman and Green Lantern, who is in another environment, say like the, which would be kind of like the Phantom Zone or something along those lines. So that would have a different atmosphere, which you're seeing in kind of almost like a fog-like nature. If you even look at Green Lantern's leg, you can almost see, or even Batman's, there's like a fog going over them. So this is an entirely different environment that they're in. So them being rendered differently and colored and maybe even shaded differently makes sense, since they're nowhere near what we would see in our three-dimensional world. The eye, I can understand you want to make it stand out using the gold and the orange and such like that would make that pop. So I think the use, as you said, the finishing, the use of the different finishings absolutely helps it to create something more ethereal. And that's why I love this cover. All right, let's go to Glinzer saying 9. And One Slick and Joe saying 8, Dark Admiral saying 9, and Steel saying 10, and Baba Boom saying 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3 8s, 2 9s, and a 10. All right, 1, 2, 3, 2 9s, and a 10. Okay, I want to black and white pencil art. The computer colors mess this up, says Jackson. Jackson also gives this an 8.
But it was new tech at the time, so you do find that somewhat commonly.
Yeah. Brave and the Bold number 6 says Maranya. This is like the Cosmic Cube cover, but creepier. The rendering is amazing. How this happened sells the book like a great cover should. This scores an I-10. Alrighty. Brave and the Bold, it's a 7, says Henry. And then let's see, 8 from Ethereal. The reflecting circles are nice, says Dan, saying 7. So we have a 7 and an 8. And then we have Structural Issues, give it a 7, and that's from Rhaegar. 10, very cool cover. Great job on the eye. Not easy to do. Right. And then we have I, Ethereal Dragon, will tap Breen in the other eyeball. Jay says 10. Alrighty. And we have, let's see, the way I see it, says MK. This is a 10 in a way disturbing but cool at the same time. Let's see. Amy speaks ill of the dead. Amy would never actually speak ill of George Perez.
Ooh, I bet the sketch for this was incredible.
Yeah.
It's just
like that.
Yeah, how
It
this
was
can
just it's trying out the new technology at the time, and
which is what Rhaegar is saying. He wants to see the original pencils.
Oh, I would love to see that. Yeah.
Johnny Boy says it's a piece that makes you talk about it. Give it an 8. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, how much do we all love artist Amy and Melissa? Serious. When you just go off, you really, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, wow, I see that now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's awesome. Never stop being you, man. That's all I gotta say. Black Spiders comes in saying a 10. Alrighty. And let's see, Just League 200 gets a 10. Another 10. It already broke the record as most celebrated in all of our comic book rankings, but there you go. Another one. Did I just tune in to hear someone call Perez amateurs? Yes, Mike, you did. And this is somebody who personally knew him and hung out with him.
The digital finishes.
Black Spider says the crossovers gets a 10.
For heaven's sake.
Yeah, you know how Zach made one joke and that has been ridden for 2 years, Welcome, Amy. You have your own joke now. All righty. Ethereal says 10. Every time we talk about Perez, we're all fans except for Amy.
George is
All
great.
right. Yeah, we all know that. That's cool. I love the Lesters this much. Yeah, there you go. All righty. Amy hung out. Yeah, George Perez actually lives in Florida. So I met him once, but apparently they hung out with him. So there you go. Okay, so let's see what we get here, kids.
Well, he lives in Florida.
Did I say lives?
Yeah.
He's still in our hearts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of harsh. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Okay, so we have 1 6 and 4 7s, taking out 5 of those 10 10s, and then we've got 7 8s, taking out the last 5s and both 9s. This is an 8.
You know what would have been great if they would have been like in a public place. Amy was like, "So his art," and people were waiting in line to get his art, and Amy's like, "You know what? This cover sucks, George." And you just see all the nerds like get offended for him.
I honestly don't think George would be offended.
No. I said
all
the Karens and Kens in the line be like, "I can't believe she said his art sucks." Who is this woman? We must burn her at the stake.
All right, let me get the stop up. I forgot to get the stop.
Yeah.
All righty. When I talked to him, he seemed very much, you do the job, you move on. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, go on ahead.
I mean, with the amount of work he did, he was sweet and very professional. He could. It's amazing.
Let me turn the names on so you can actually see who they are.
Yep. We're talking about Melissa and Amy. They're artists, and they've been doing this now for a couple of months. Very happy to have them on. It's a different perspective. You got the older collectors with me and Eric. You've got the new collectors with Professor Pixel and RDV. And Melissa and Amy come from an artistic point of view. And yeah, we'll have other people on. And it's really nice. Even Dominic comes on. He knows his stuff. MK comes on, and he's a very casual grader. I think he's the most that's really, I like it because it's cool. And I love that.
I like MK because he forgets he's actually here. He's like, "Oh, what's up, guys?"
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really nice. All right, Mighty Mouse got a 10 from Black Spider. Let's see. Okay, so did I put that one where it belongs?
The panel is rigged. What do you mean? Why is it rigged?
We have
which way?
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is an 8. Okay, and did I put it there? I did. So we're gonna move on, and let's see. The panel is rigged.
I thought it was pretty.
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's see. Number 12 in Brave and the Bold. That was Pixel. So number 12 goes to Eric, and I'm gonna get raked over the coals after I showed off that cheetah cover. I don't know how many of you are gonna say we should have gone with the cheetah cover, but here is the Wonder Woman cover that I included, and I think it's a beautiful cover. I just think the other one was so technically proficient. So we're going to go. Eric, you'll start us off with Wonder Woman issue number 52.
Can you find a different one? Because this one's cracked.
I mean, it's tattered, shattered.
Well, as either that or shit, Ubi.
It's shattered.
Let's see. Oh wow! See, they're showing him missing all his field goals again. This is awesome. I'm gonna give us a 10. I really do like this. It's a real good job of glass shattering right before it goes. It's like that pebble that just hit your windshield, followed by a bigger pebble.
How about you, Pixel? I skipped over you there.
How about you, Pixel? You.
Well, that's because I started on the last one, so it's actually.
Oh, that's right. This is a start. Okay, so Melissa and Amy.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah, I love the highlights on the curls on her hair, the way they kind of fall, just kind of pop out from the darkness, and the white simple lines of the glasses it shatters across it. It's just a great piece, and these dark cast shadows and very little shading otherwise. It's pretty much just drop shadows and then just highlights as they are. It's a gorgeous piece. It's a 10 for sure.
Oh, no contest, definitely a 10.
Alrighty. How about you, RDV? Oh, go on ahead, Melissa. Say more if you wanted to. Yeah.
Oh, I just mumbling about how good he is.
I know.
Yeah. Alrighty. Pixel.
Alrighty. Now you skipped over RDV, but I'm going to go rated this a 10 as well.
Okay, RDV.
I am annoyed.
Okay, so are you a selling pizza annoyed or no?
Honestly, I like this. Yeah, the shattered, her in front of a mirror, she's crying. Her life is in pieces. It's in disarray. I like this.
You like our life in pieces and in disarray?
Yeah.
Weird, bro.
I never said that I was a hero. I'm what the city needs. Yeah, the way that he draws everything, like the glass, that's really tough to do.
Mhm.
And even the letters, I love when they do the letters match everything, like the name. It's great. Hey, look, there's also a woman working on comics back then.
I know, right?
Or a guy, or the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, or a guy named Cynthia Martin. What do you score this, Vink?
I'm gonna go 10 with this.
Alrighty, I am not jumping off that 10 train. I mean, I chose this over an incredibly technically harsh comic book cover, which was awesome. And a lot of what Amy and Lester said is the reason why I chose this. This is, we talk about negative space. This is very limited in what we're seeing. I mean, the glass breaking is amazing, but you do not see a lot of Wonder Woman. But what you see conveys such emotion that makes this cover powerful. This is absolutely a 10. But Black Spider disagrees, and so does Dark Admiral and One Slick. 8, 9, and 8 saying Cheetah cover was better. Alrighty, so we've got 2 8s and a 9. Ethereal Dragon agrees with the 8, so we've got 3 8s. MK, I love comics. I'm more familiar than a casual. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you always grade like a casual because you don't talk about the details. You just go, yeah, I think this is cool. So, and I like that about you. It's not like you're Eric's level of knowledge, but 10. I like the crack image. She's crying. It's a dark, very depressing 10. All righty. Boom, 10 because it does a great job of setting the emotional tenor for the issue, says P. Wonder Woman 52 says Maranya, amazing shattered effect over a typical portrait cover. This reflects the current storyline. Score a shattered 10. And then Jackson and Jay say 10s. 1 and 2. Alrighty. Let me move this up a touch. Someone broke Wonder Woman's heart, says Black Spider. 10, it's rigged because George Perez covers are 10s across the multiverse, and that's a fact. To vote otherwise would have the main man rolling in his grave. Alrighty. Let's see. This is dope. Everything about it. 10, baby, says Johnny Boy. And then we have, let's see, 10, very cool cover and detail, says Michael Taylor. Let's see. They do comic readings with Breen Pixel on the Geeky Puppet Show. And Joe says 7. Alrighty. And let's see. We have, it's nice that Amy, I am better than George Perez. Lester can admit that this is a 10. And so it starts, Amy.
Well, this was before they had the really questionable digital coloring.
That's going to be the new nickname for Amy. I am better than George Perez. Amy, I hope you could take this kind of joking in stride because it's not going to end. I'm smarter. Okay. Rhaegar says 9, and it's all out of love. They're so lost without you. Let's see. Of course, Jay was just coping me again, says Jackson. On a side note, I have George's Action 1000 doesn't exist. It was clear the blindness had already taken hold when he sketched it because Superman's upper body proportions don't line up with the lower body, says Jay. Heartbreaking, but I'm still very glad to own it. Amy, I'm just teasing. Yeah. I think one thing that is really cool about this group is we do go off on each other with jokes, but it is out of love, except for when Evil Black Cat goes after Eric. All righty, let's see where this one lands, kids. I think we know where this one lands. We have 1 7, 3 8s, and 2 9s, trying to take down 15 10s. I feel very vindicated on this one, but you know what? Just for fun, let me throw it back up there. I know this this show is running long, but this was the one that I was contemplating all over again. If y'all want to check that out, that was the one I was contemplating, which I think is an amazing cover. I feel okay with what I picked though. This is a technically awesome comic book cover. Alrighty, now we are on book number 13, and we're back to the Lesters. Yep. And that is a comic book cover. I'm sure as soon as I say it, Eric's going to know what I'm talking about. So let me get the go for Avengers 180. Whoops. 185. You know which one I'm talking about there, Eric?
I think so. But what's this one? Do we do the one that's up there now?
Oh no! I was just showing it off. As that was the one that I was.
You can barely tell it's Cheetah.
Oh,
she's
well, that's why it looks. Yeah. Okay, so Lester's, you get Avengers 185.
Oh, this is cute. What have we got here?
Oh, isn't that nice?
The Yesterday quest. Well, I don't know. This looks like a really exciting story. I kind of want to know what's happening.
Isn't it already over if it's a Yesterday quest?
I guess so.
That's good. That's good rain.
It is good rain. I like the composition. It's got simple elements. The background's nicely rendered. It's really minimal, but that works because it's dark.
In the dark and the rain, yeah. Everything's done right in this one, yeah.
And I guess it's no big surprise here, but that lamp there being used as the primary light source here has that highlight on Quicksilver. That's no big surprise. He was able to remember where his shading's supposed to be. It looks really cool. Yeah, I like this. It's definitely a 10. I want to find out what's going on here. This looks exciting.
All righty. And how about you, Melissa?
10. Yep.
Okay. And RDV?
Look over yonder, fair sister. It is thy awesome Inhumans. I like this. The rain. They're they're in ye old town. You can tell they're in the past by the guy holding a lantern. The towns around it's designed. They're in Sokovia or they went back in time.
Yeah,
it's confusing because it says Yesterday. Yeah, but apparently it says the origin of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, so it means they're probably just gonna do a flashback to their village. But yeah, I like this. The rain, the wind. You can see her trench coat's blowing, her cape and everything too. The rain hitting him, his body, and everything on his boots, everything. That's what it feels like up north. Now imagine this being like 30 degrees. Yeah, I'm going 10.
All right.
I love that there's a cape and a coat. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Pixel, what do you think?
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away, but now
the humans are here and they're going to stay.
Yeah, no, this is very cool. There's something about it though that's not letting me give it a 10. I have to go 9. It's really good. Everything's really cool, but just something's missing. Maybe it's the fact that the lightning looks like it's going straight into his eyeball. Maybe that's bothering me. I get that it's the light from the lightning reflecting off them, but it looks like it's merging straight from the sky. So,
he's got nothing on his shirt.
Yeah, on his shirt it doesn't do that. It goes straight into his eyes from that.
So
that might be for the lantern too.
How about you, Eric?
Wanda, look. My pixel finger is pointing at an awesome bucket of chicken.
Ooh.
Now me some of the pot eyes.
I'm giving this a 10.
All righty.
Yeah.
And I've always loved this cover. It's one of the best Avengers covers out there. In this era, I think it's the Captain Marvel from the Kree Skrull, but this runs a very close. Okay, so Ashley is saying 10, and Boom says 9. Alrighty. And then we get Wonder Woman cover. Looks like Inker Hell, says Black Spider. 10 from Dark Admiral, 8 from Ethereal, and 10 from Steel Tradition Art, 8 from Black Spiders, and 10 from Jackson. So we've got 3 10s and 2 8s. 1, 2, and 3, and 2 8s. Next up, we've got MARANYA with Avengers number 185, the Yesterday Quest, simple atmospheric rendering that evokes the eerie mood of the story. Give it a 10. Or sorry, give this a quest 10. 10, fantastic cover, colors, details. I'm loving these Perez covers, says Michael Taylor. Jay gives it a 10 also. And then we have Avengers 185, great inks. Terry Austin inked a lot of George Perez Marvel covers. This is a part of a great run by John Byrne on the Avengers. It's a 10. That was from Henry. Brief synopsis, Wanda and Pietro go in search to get Wanda's powers back. Lots of flashbacks and the real origin revealed. The trade paperback of this story is amazing. I think everyone agrees with me when I say the humor and entertainment provided from Jackson Raykirk and myself is really what this is all about. That's why we do these live streams in hopes that you and me show up. Dan Alvin says 8. Alrighty. And MK, I would listen to Pixel's Broadway singing voice before Taylor Swift. Just saying, I will say 7 on this cover. Alrighty, and then we have Love That Chicken for Popeye. So do I. Rhaegar Targaryen gives it a 9. And then we have, I would like to see Scarlet Witch out of the trench coat. Give it a 7. And then we have, there's no question. And there we go. Okay, let's get the stop.
You know, he might be pointing to Tigra. Look, I found Tigra. She's in the plants.
There you go. Cheetah. But yes, you are on the right track, sir. Okay,
well, no, he says Tigra because it's superior. Tigra is better.
Well, what we got here is 2 7s and 3 8s and 3 9s trying to take out 13 10s and failing. Holy crap, this really is a 10 fest. Not as much as last night was, but hey, it's still pretty strong here. All righty.
Every time I see it, now I'm gonna give you the curtains. That way, it's like it's the middle of the stage production. Change scenery.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, kids. Let's see. That was the Lesters. It's RDV's turn, right? Or was that RDV and it's Pixel's turn?
I know Eric had Wonder Woman.
Eric had Wonder Woman. Okay, and then this was the Lesters. So now it's RDV. And let's see. Okay, RDV gets. Oh, okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure because George Perez did do some Superman work, and I wanted to make sure I had.
It's a great costume.
I wanted to make sure that I had a good Superman
that looks like Batman.
And yeah, so I went through and I made sure that I was looking, and I was like, "What is the absolute best?" looking Superman, the most dynamic, the most awesome. And I think I found it in this one. Alrighty. So here you go.
I hope it's not the Barbarian Superman.
Well, sir, I mean, that annual is awesome, but in my opinion, one of the greatest comic book images of all time. Flat out. I say that with no irony and no hesitation. One of the greatest comic book images was the cover for Justice League versus Avengers number 4.
Ah, yes. The two worlds merging one.
I think even if I didn't show the wraparound cover, just the cover of him holding Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield is still a fantastic fucking image.
You know what this is? It's like nerdgasm. It's like a nerdgasm. That's what he did it for. He's like, I'm just gonna blow everybody's away. the most patriotic man is not only can live Thor's hammer, but he's also just killed both of them and took their weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna go 9. I mean,
all right. Oh, wow.
Him holding the hammer in that doesn't really do much for me.
All right. Eric, or yeah, Professor Pixel, what do you say?
So there's a lot to love here. There really is. But
Are
I
you two on dope?
No, I think I'm feeling what
there's no but.
I'm telling you, okay?
All right, go ahead.
I'm more impressed by the stars in the background.
I think this is a 9 as well. There's just something that's like bothering me when I'm looking at this. Like I don't know what it is, but everything is done very well. Right. But it's a 9.
I will say this.
Okay, go ahead.
When this came out, I would have been like, "Oh my gosh, this is a 20," and like this. But me growing up, and all the good stuff has already met past. It's like, okay, I've seen this. You know, who's the next Perez?
Yeah, but we're doing George Perez from the back.
I know, but I mean,
there's only past George Perez now.
Superman holding the hammer. Okay, that's cool, but why would he need to hold the hammer? The logic, the shield. I know it's supposed to be like for like nerds, like, oh my god.
No, because this is part of the story. He's the last man standing in this particular story. Okay, Eric, what do you say?
First, let me say that I'm disappointed in my comic book son.
You know what? I will stand my ground. I can do this all day.
I could do this all day.
You're right.
And I don't even know what to say.
You know what? The more you guys badmouth me, the more I'm going to lower my score. And so a Pixel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you're contrarying this one because I gave it such a build up.
No, but I'm not. I'm just saying it's not doesn't speak to me like it does to you. It doesn't whisper nothings in my ear and say like good morning.
Okay, you guys watch the shows. Every time I build up a cover, watch Pixel, or not Pixel, watch RDV grade it lower. All righty, Eric, what do you say?
That's right. Zach is now my favorite son. I can overlook his racist tendencies because he would have given this a 10.
Okay.
I didn't know you hang out with them at the meetings.
There you go. He's his chauffeur. He drives them there, takes them back. Melissa and Amy, what do you think of this one?
I didn't get my score.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay, go on ahead.
9.
9. Okay. All righty, Melissa and Amy, what do you say?
I'm trying to feel out the environment here a little and exactly how the figure is balanced. I suppose he's supposed to be off balance because there was a big fight. So he looks kind of tired.
Yep.
I guess that's okay. I think I would have liked to have seen him maybe look more victorious or hopeful or something. But it's still, that would, I guess, be a bit more, posing the narrative.
Yeah, and remember in this situation, he is not happy about this because he had to defeat Captain America and Thor to get those items.
Oh no. At this point in the story, it's the Avengers and the Justice League. Every member, by the way, George Perez made sure to draw everybody that ever was a member of the Avengers and the Justice League fighting the final bad, except for one character that he found offensive. So at this point in time, Superman is running ragged. But yeah, so he's supposed to look like that because he is saying, even though you have defeated, even though you are as powerful as all, I stand defiant against you. That is Superman right here.
Okay, so then it's not one of those injustice things where Superman's a bad guy.
No, he's a good guy. It's just he is last man standing on this cover.
So he's taking up these items as tokens of his fallen comrades and facing down.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, thank you. That actually does explain a lot more what I'm looking at. Yeah. Well, in that case, yeah, 10.
10.
All right, 2 10s. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's everybody. I added mine in. Obviously, I'm a 10. I mean, I just explained to you where the story is, how he draws Superman here, the lightning filling. I mean, you could actually say that there's just not much going. Why even bother with a wraparound cover? But the lightning causes such a great effect with the two worlds merging.
Oh, and the stars are pretty.
Yeah. Technically, if you really want to think about it, this is the same plot as the Marvel versus DC miniseries. But okay, so Jackson gives this a what looks like 10 million. Alrighty. And let's see, we've got 10 from Vava Voom, Jay Lucian, Crazy Hungarian, Black Spider. I have this as a mouse pad. So did I. I wore that thing out. Let's see, that was one more time. Vava Voom, Jay Crazy, Black Spider. Dan Alvin says 185. Okay, got you that. E, are you going to do any Busek, Perez, Avengers? No, not for the show. 10 white pages. And then Ethereal says 10, so that's 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have a 9 from Dark Admiral.
Welcome, my brother.
And we have Stinkman. Am I right? That's from Jay. Let's see. 10. Finally, someone worthy of holding a hammer and shield. Wahahaha, says MK, giving it a 10. JLA Avengers 4. This epitomizes everything about the crossover. Superior rendering of not only Superman, but the Rock's symbolic worlds converging. Score a badass 10. Alrighty. Schitzel, am I right? Says Jay. 10. Great covers, color, and detail, says Michael Taylor. And let's see, I'm giving this a 10 out of annoyance from the panel. Alrighty. And let's see. Shake my head, says Black Spiders. Probably Englandine, everybody is allowed to have their opinions. Please don't bash him. I'm not bashing him for it. I was just giving him the business. Henry is saying, Englandine, I like that you showed the textless cover. That was a choice. Great detail as usual. JLA Avengers number 4, iconic wraparound cover. It is a 10. All right. And then we have, let's see, this will make a great poster. Great wraparound, 10 plus. This just proves Perez was an art god. Alrighty. And let's see, this is the worst depiction of Superman ever. Doesn't need a hammer or shield because he is Superman. It's a 10 for the late, great George Perez. Alrighty. I know they were defeated, so Soups picked up the items. Okay, there you go. It's been a while since I read it.
Is this post-crisis version Superman, or is this supposed to be like pre-crisis?
All right, let's see. Guys, you gave far more inferior covers a 10. There you go. It's a damn shame it was only 4 issues. Yep. So has Shazam ever met Tabor and held his hammer? Oh, Thor. I'm trying to recall. Well, I know they fought each other in the Marvel versus DC, but I don't think he ever held the hammer. As a matter of fact, it teleported and Wonder Woman got it. All right, let's get the stop. We know for a fact this is a 10 because there's like 3 9s versus 17 10s.
Actually, to answer your question, only Jane's ever met Thor and held his hammer. Hey.
Oh, was Breen's 9 a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only you, me, and Dark Admiral hair.
Okay.
Every party had a pooper. That's why we invited you. All right. So this is the last cover of the night. I guess it goes to Pixel. It's, in my opinion, one of, if not the greatest of all Justice League covers.
Don't worry, Pixel. I respect.
It's a 1.
Can you guys let me finish? Thank you. It is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Justice League of America covers. Everything has been great tonight. I hope you guys enjoy this last cover, and we will see. Let me get the go. And once again, I think Eric will know it right off. We will go for Justice League number 100.
Michael,
do I even have to? Do you want to finish the numbers, Eric?
I have no idea what you're going to throw up there, so no.
Michael,
Okay.
this will not be a final tough ranking because half of you guys are going to leave anyway.
There you go. Justice League issue number 184. Boom. All righty, and it's all yours to start off, Pixel.
I mean, you have all the heroes. You have Darkseid. They're all looking great. You have the text going ahead and boosting it up. It's ready for something epic. Yeah. I feel though that there is just something just a little bit missing again.
Of course there is.
It's a 9 again. I'm sorry.
Hey, the chat's
I like
doing the
all
same
the heroes. They aren't. It's just a display of the heroes all around Darkseid, and it's just not. It's not them gunning up to go ahead and attack them. It's
No,
not
it's
all right.
Darkseid plagued by heroes.
That's one way of looking at it. I don't see it that way.
But it's also it's not drawn by the Great One. There's no Gil Kane, no shot.
That's right.
There you
no
go.
shot.
Okay.
Gil Kane would say no. No, it's a 9. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, so what do you give this, Eric?
Careful, Eric. If you give it a lower score, he'll yell at you.
So true. No, actually, the chat's blasting it. So yeah.
Chat
I look
blaster.
at it, it's got the giant floating head,
Mm-hmm.
the ultimate floating head, and then you've got all those superheroes in Oberon. Why is Oberon on that cover?
I don't know.
Fellow in the red with the
No, Oberon is right below Firestorm and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, he's a little fellow in the red.
He's a sidekick to Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
I know I'm an easier grader. I'm giving this a 10 also.
All righty. And how about you, Lester's?
You know, I just really like it's a funny thing to say, and it keeps coming back to it. I really like the colors that they were using, like then, just these warm, flat colors. They're really, really nice. You had to make sure you had the shades right on everything, or it wouldn't work at all. But this looks so good. The characters all seem to be posed well, and I'm guessing they know that's not how you spell apocalypse.
Oh, sure. That's how they've always spelled his name.
Okay. Oh, his name's Apocalypse? I thought he was
Yeah.
No, that's the planet.
Planet.
Oh, the
I
planet.
apologize.
Okay,
I
so
got it wrong.
The planet's Apocalypse, and he is Darkseid?
Darkseid.
Side.
Darkseid. Okay.
I said Darkseid for 30 years.
It's not
Both
Darkseid.
work.
You mean it's not Darkseid?
Darkseid? So I've heard it both ways.
Bam.
It's good though. I do like it, and it's a good one to round the night out with. I think so. I will give it a 10.
All right. And Melissa.
Makes it be a funny thing to say, but I really like the guy with the yellow glowing hands and the red suit.
Yeah, I don't know who
Orion?
that is. Orion? Oh,
Is that
okay.
Orion or Light Ray?
I don't know. Eric, do you know?
Where?
The guy in the red outfit with the yellow hood, and he's got two fists that are kind of like charging up energy.
Oh, that's
Yellow.
Orion.
It's Orion.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay.
He
Who's the
doesn't-
guy with
He's missing a
the
sled.
red
That's
outfit
all.
and the blue cape?
Red outfit and a blue cape.
There's a red guy in a red outfit with a green cape.
Oh, that's Mr. Miracle.
Mr.
All
Miracle.
right.
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle. Okay, so that's Mr. Miracle, and that's
And then his wife, Big Barda's above Firestorm and underneath the Superman.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
they're a couple. How cute.
10.
Also,
All
that wasn't a
right.
George Perez cover where he was kissing.
Oh, was there?
Let's see. Well, that was RDV. What do you think? Oh, wait. Yeah, RDV.
Well, here's something that always pointed out. I really love, how we have go-go checks? I
Uh-huh.
love the stars around the
Yeah,
thing on top there. It reminds me of the old movie theaters.
I can see that.
All new action. Yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
draws attention to the cover. Darkseid being the giant Kahlua, whatever the giant volcano guy, the big cheese. I like this. He's angry. He's pissed off. All the heroes here are here to challenge him, and he's just having a meltdown. He's gonna cancel them on Twitter. It's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously I built this up. I love this cover. I think Darkseid looks awesome. And all of the heroes around him are absolutely rendered perfectly. But let's see what the chat says here. Gee, what a letdown, says Jackson. And Ethereal gives it a 7. Jay gives it once again a 10 million. Then we have let's see, 9, 8, 7. And then we have a 9 from Black Spiders, an 8 from Vavavoom, a 9 from Jackson and the Crazy Hungarian. So we've got 3 9s and an 8. 1, 2, 3, and an 8. Alrighty, it's a photobomb. Dark Admiral says 10. Go to bed, Pixel, is what Jay says. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It looks like they're on Darkseid's side fighting for him, actually. I could see how you could say that. Just League 184, it's a very good cover. It's an 8. Alrighty. And then we have, let's see, 10 is the most correct answer, says Rhaegar. And we have Diddy Got Darkseid. For that matter, why is Mr. Miracle on the cover?
Because his wife's over there.
There you go.
Why would you
Well, because of Darkseid. He's Darkseid's adopted son. Justice League 184. Somehow Perez makes a lineup cover. Have dynamic action. The Starfield background sets off everyone. Score Darkseid 10. Alrighty.
I mean, in the Just League International, he was held hostage for a while.
Mr.
Too,
Miracle?
about Apocalypse.
Let's see. Batman looks cool, says Black Spiders. 10. Most covers with Darkseid always look cool and menacing, says MK. And Jay says it's a 10, Jackson. All right. Let's see. Boom. And I think, didn't Jay already grade? Yeah. Darkseid's rendering is classic looming villain shot that gets superimposed over the heroes in cartoon and old movies. No Saxon violence, Black Spider. I had them in the reject pile, but like I said, I don't even want to call it rejects. It's just books that we'll see later.
Who's that sitting in my chair?
Okay, and then we have 10 from Johnny Boy.
I smell Saxon violence.
There you go. And gotta have a good night, everybody. Remember to give the like button a pat of cosmic butter. All righty, there you go. Thank you, Dark Admiral. Barbara looked really hot in that one animated movie with the fries based on the book, which I forget the name of. Oh, by the way, yeah, speaking of fries, Wonder Woman did make the food covers that we're going to be doing next week before Thanksgiving. That being said, let me give this a stop. And if you have a last minute bid or a vote, excuse me, go right on ahead. And there we go. And this, oh, wait, I don't have to hide it. It's the last cover of the night. Okay, let's see. This one has 1 7, 2 8s, 4 9s. That is 6 7 taking on 11 10s. This was a 10 fest, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it made Peanuts levels because of the amount of 8s and 9s, but there you go. And this is the let me get rid of the. There you go. This is the placements, kids. What do we have? We have we had, I think, 10 10s last night, but we've got 9 10s, 3 8s, and 3 9s. We're going to start off with the 8s. So let me put the goes up there. You guys can vote on how everything lands if you want to stick around and help us vote for it. Also, if you haven't voted in the poll, please do that. Actually, let's go to that first. Do y'all mind? No, we'll do this first. Okay, so we're going for 8s and Pixel. What is your favorite and least favorite of the 8s? Oh, hold on. Let me scroll these up a little bit. There you go.
Least favorite is that eye, no doubt. I'm actually going to go Mighty Mouse for this one.
Mighty Mouse is the better one. Okay, so we have. Oh, hold on just a second.
I actually ranked it an 8, so that makes sense.
All righty. So let's see. Metal Men. Then we have Mighty Mouse. And we have Brave and the Bold. Okay, and you say the worst is Brave and the Bold and the best is Mighty Mouse.
Yep.
Alrighty. Eric, what do you think?
I is the best. My Team Mouse is the worst.
Alrighty.
I'm
How about you,
Pixel.
Okay. How about you, Lester's?
I guess you could leave it like it is.
Oh, I skipped traditional. Sorry. Leave it like it is. All right. And that is the best being the Metalman and the worst being the Brave and the Bold.
Oh, Michael says I think you missed him too.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Steel Tradition on the Justice League said Darkseid is the greatest hero of all time and never did anything wrong. He gave his only begotten son to end a war. All right. So did the High Father, by the way. All righty. And then Michael. Let me find him.
I mean, Dirksen only wants the anti-life equation for good means.
What else is new? 10 fantastic covers. All righty. Yeah, I got to admit, with the words in front, I do sometimes skip over, but I do apologize there, guys. All righty. Please continue, Amy and Melissa. I think it's Melissa's turn because Amy said Metalman is the best and the worst is the Eye. Brave and the Bold.
I think I feel the same way. I like the Metalman best, and my least favorite would have to be the Eyeball one, yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to go best as the Metalman, but worst is the Mighty Mouse, as much as I love Mighty Mouse. Pixel. Oh, RDV, what do you say?
What I'm saying is the Eye is the best,
Okay.
and Mighty Mouse is the worst.
All right, and Pixel?
Already ranked it.
Oh, already ranked it. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so let's see. Boom says favorite is the Eye, least favorite is the Mighty Mouse. All right, and then we've got I throw out the mouse, says Ethereal. And then Black Spider says favorite is Mighty Mouse, least favorite is Metalman. Okay, and then we have Maranya, best is Metalman. Sadly, the mouse is the worst of the 8s. Okay, and then we've got Henry saying the 8s, the Bold is the best, Mighty is worst. Alrighty. 8 is I is best, and Mighty Mouse is the worst of the 8s. Okay. And then Michael Taylor, Mighty Mouse is best, first is the worst. All 3 were good, though. That is a true fact, yes. We are definitely grading them against themselves. MK, I is the best, Mighty Mouse is the... Oh, there we go. Steel Tradition, best is Metalman, worst is Mighty Mouse. All right. And leave it as it is, says Rhaegar, with the best being Metalman and the worst being the Mighty Mouse. So we all know what the worst of the 8s are. And that makes it the worst of the night is Mighty Mouse. So here we have, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Okay, no, I would read it off. I thought it was going to go one way, but now I see the numbers. Both of them had 6 positives. It came down to the negatives. And one of them had 2 negatives. One of them had 3 negatives. So it remains the way it is. The Metalman won the 8s, and then the Brave and the Bold. All righty, Pixel, start us off on the 9s here as I put in the go for 9.
Okay. Best is Man-Wolf. My least favorite is actually it's Star Trek.
All righty, so we've got the 9s. And it was Man-Wolf.
So just leave it how it is.
Okay. And then it would be Teen Titans and Star Trek. And you said Star Trek's the worst, Man-Wolf's the best. Eric, how do you see it?
I think Man-Wolf is the best, but Star Trek's the worst. Yeah.
Okay. Lester Sisters, how do y'all feel about the 9s?
Well, I still really like that drawing of Starfire and Garfield, so I probably would say of that, the Titans is my favorite. Least favorite? Maybe Man-Wolf. Like, maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Not easy to choose. These are so good.
I know, right?
I know, right? Melissa, what do you think?
Let's see. I'd say my favorite would probably be the Titans.
Okay.
Least favorite, also Man-Wolf.
All righty. And RDV.
I'm gonna go with favorite man wolf. The least favorite is the actual. Leave it like it is. Star Trek's the worst for me.
Okay. And Pixel started us off. I'm gonna vote best is Titans, and the least of them is Star Trek in my opinion. Going to Ethereal, leave it as it is. So the best being Man Wolf, least is the Star Trek. We have best is Man Wolf, worst Star Trek, says MARANYA. Alrighty. And then we have best is Titans, worst is Man Wolf from Steel. And then Vava Voom says favorite is Man Wolf and least favorite is Star Trek. And this is very tough. Man Wolf best, Star Trek worst. All three great. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. There's not a bad job.
I already know what's going to happen.
9 is Star Trek is best, and Man Wolf is worst.
There's one Teen Titans worst so far, and it's going to win because of that.
It is a ratio thing. We have a Titans is worst.
I know, right?
Who said Titans was worse?
That was Rhaegar.
Oh, I'm not even. I guess
I know, but I'm just saying it's.
Well, don't go ahead of me. You're confusing me. Okay, let's see. Star Trek is best. The 9s. Titans is best. Star Trek is worst. Says Henry. Okay.
Baby steps to the score.
Don't go ahead of me. Okay, because you're confusing me. Man Wolf or Marv Wolf Man says that there. Wolf is best. Teen Titans is the worst. Says Rhaegar. Man Wolf is best. Teen Titans is the worst. And then we have Wolf is best. Favorite Teen Titans, least is Star Trek. Okay, and then we have Steel saying Marv Hotcakes, Rhaegar is bat, and Titans cover is whack, says Rhaegar. Okay, let's ratio the out of this thing, and we already know which is worse because it got 1 positive, so that's Star Trek. And then we have nope, you're wrong. 6 positives and 1 negative for Teen Titans. And wait a second. Holy shit, you're right.
I know. I told you. I was like, only one person hated the Teen Titans.
Yeah, it's 8 positives for Man Wolf, but had 4 negatives. That brings it to a score of 4. Teen Titans had 6 positives, only 1 negative. It brings it to a 6. So that is that for those. Let's get to the 10s. And once again, lead us off there, Pixel, as I put in the go for 10.
I saw the war was between Man Wolf and Star Trek. They're hating. They're like, I love it. I hate it. I love it. I hate it.
Yeah, there you go. So, hey, we won, Lesters. We have, all right.
Least favorite.
I know this is going to be rough.
Gosh.
Roof.
I mean, there's no bad here. It's got to be least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I suppose Avengers is going to be my least favorite.
Okay.
The one that glaring, the yellow blending into his eye. Other than that, they're all so strong. Cosmic Cube.
Okay, that is the Marvel 2-in-1. All righty. And Eric, how about you on this one?
I think the best is Justice League 200.
All right.
And this is tough.
I know. They're all great.
Yeah, I'm just going to come down to the one I have the least attachment to and say the Amethyst.
Okay.
I gave them all 10, so I mean, something had to be 9th, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. There you go. Okay, we got that. Melissa and Amy, your favorite and least favorite of the what's your number 1 and what's your number 9 is basically what we're talking about.
Right? That's crazy. I mean,
I'm taking, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking least and worst and all that kind of stuff out of it. You got to play some top, in order from least to best. What's your number 9? What's your number 1?
Which one do you want to take home? And the other one you want to orphan?
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll start with
You want me to buy you a little time, Sis?
yeah, sure. If you got
Okay,
anything,
my
go for it.
favorite would have to be the Superman one.
The JLA crossover, JLA
Yeah.
Avengers. All right.
Let's see. My least favorite. Oh man, that
I know, right? That's the one that's hard. I mean, they're all well. Okay, no, actually, picking out a favorite is also hard. But
I can tell you Amy's so sick. She's going into her Beast Boy voice.
yeah, it's getting kind of bad.
let's see. I think my least favorite.
Can I just vote for two favorites and forget the least favorite?
I'll tell you what. Okay, you name the next favorite. That's the one I'm going to put down.
The next favorite? Okay. I like Amethyst Princess and I like Avengers. Those are my favorites.
Okay. What's the next favorite?
The next favorite?
Yeah, you got Amethyst, you got Avengers. What's the next three favorites?
Next three favorites? Probably Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And Scarlet Witch. Or
Scarlet
no,
Witch, the Avengers. Okay. And what
yeah.
would be
Oh,
yeah, what's the next?
Black Widow? I think that's her name. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So what's the next three? What's the next three favorites of the ones you haven't mentioned?
I guess it would be the Justice League fighting each other.
Okay.
I guess, and the Spider-Man Superman one.
Okay, which would leave the Justice League Avengers crossover as the one that you like the least. So there you go. All right.
Oh, hey.
we got there. Melissa,
Yeah.
how about you?
Oh, great. It's so much easier to pick your favorites.
the JLA Avengers crossover is my least favorite. My most favorite was the Superman with Captain America shield, and
That is the JLA Avengers crossover.
that's the JLA Avengers crossover. The other
Are
one
you
is
thinking the other is the classic, the Marvel Classics, that one?
Marvel DC.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. We got there. All righty. RDV, how about you?
Well, obviously the worst, right? Pixel is the one holding the shield, right? Favorite for me? Oh man, Marvel 2-in-1.
Marvel
liking
2 and Marvel 2-in-1's the favorite. All right.
All
What's
right.
the number 9?
Saturday Night Fever with Pietro and Wanda.
Okay, the Avengers 185.
Because literally, you could just put John Travolta in there in his suit and sitting next to her, and it's literally like Saturday Night Fever with what?
I'm looking at these and I'm thinking basically the Marvel Classics, Marvel DC Classics is almost the same as the Justice League, which was amazing. But as I'm looking at them right here side by side, I put it as my favorite cover for tonight. And I got to say, now that I'm looking at all the 10s, I've got to go Marvel Fanfare, actually. I can't put the Justice League there, but I'm going to go Marv Fanfare. Black Widow.
That was my second choice for favorite.
Well, that's my least favorite. My favorite of these, God dang it. That is hard, isn't it? I've got to go that Wonder Woman. It is such a good cover, and it evokes such emotion. All righty, let's get to the chat and see what they're saying about this. All right, we've got the second and the dark side is the best and least for ethereal. So that would be Justice League 200. The one that was given the most 10s, by the way. And the Justice League 184, JLA 184, is his worst. Let's see. For Henry, the 10s, Marvel Fanfare is the best. Alrighty. And we have Justice League is the worst. Well, we have 2. Do you mean number 200 or 184 there, Henry? I'll wait to score that. Best is the Heavenly Dark Side, and worst is the Superman Thor Captain, says Steele. Alrighty, so that is the JLA Avengers gets the worst, and the Heavenly Dark Side, which is Justice League 184, gets the best. Black Spider says favorite is JLA. Once again, we got two. Number 200, which is the second cover, and the second to the last is the Dark Side cover. And the least is Wonder Woman. Alrighty. And then we have best is Supes Marvel crossover. Least is Marvel 2-in-1. Okay, so Marvel and DC crossovers, or is it the Supes JLA Avengers? And then least is Marvel 2-in-1. Okay. Vavavoom, did you mean the Superman with a classic Marvel and DC crossover, or do you mean JLA Avengers? Let's see. Best is JLA Avengers. Worst is Wonder Woman. Alrighty. I just need a couple of clarifications. And the Wonder Woman being the worst. Okay. And this is extremely tough. Thing Cap best, 6 worst. Any one of these could have won. Number 6 is the DC and Marvel class. And the best was the Thing and Cap. So that's Marvel 2-in-1. Okay. 10 from MK. The best is the Epic Crossover Showdown DC VW Marvel cover. Oh, versus Marvel. Okay. That's got that. And the worst is the Chicken Black with the pink rubber band thingies. That's Marvel Fanfare. Alrighty. Let's see. This might have been the hardest cover ranking, says Michael Taylor. Dark Side cover is the least hated. The most hated, says Rhaegar, is the one with Justice League fighting the Avengers. Alrighty. And that's the Superman on that. The Marvel versus DC JLA versus the Avengers is least favorite. And the most favorite was the JLA 184. Let's see. Not awesome, by the way, LOL. JLA Avengers. Alrighty. And that was Vavavoom. All right. And so that's the best, the JLA Avengers. Woo, there's a lot of people grading these days with a lot of covers up here on the top. Okay. And we have Marvel Fanfare is the best. Justice League 200 is the worst. All righty. And let's see. That is that. So let me get the stop. I think I'm still waiting for a clarification, though. Henry's Justice League. Marvel Fanfare is the word Justice League 200. Okay, thank you, Henry. All righty, there we go. All right. Oh, that means that Marvel Fanfare is the best. Okay. All right, we got it. Let's ratio this. There's a lot of numbers to go over here, kids. And let's see which one gets the worst here. Obviously, we do this by ratio. That means the amount of positives versus negatives and how they even out. We have 2 that have only negatives. One has 2 negatives, and the other one has 1 negative. So the worst of the 10s voted by you guys, ratioed, is the Avengers. Next up is the Amethyst. Alrighty, and now let's see where we go to. We have 2. We have 2 that count themselves out into zeros. Oh wait, nope. We have to see which ones are ratioed higher. We've got 1 that has 1 like and 2 dislikes, and that's the Wonder Woman. So it goes next. And then 2 of them that get zeros because they're 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Huh. Well, I'm going to use my powers of I own this channel and say that the Marvel versus DC is next. Alrighty. And then following that is the most celebrated cover of all time of all of these rankings. That is amazing that it made it there. Alrighty. So next up, we go to what else do we have? We have we have JLA 184 is next because it had 2 and 1. And then Marvel 2-in-1. So it's Superman, Marvel 2-in-1, JLA Avengers. Oh, that's where it needs to be because it has 3 and 3, so it ends up as 0 as well. Then the Justice League, and now it's Marvel Fanfare versus Oh, nope. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's way down here. And ladies and gentlemen, the best George Perez cover voted on you guys right there. And is the Marvel 2-in-1.
Gee, where's the other one that was so great that I gave a 9 to?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. That's how it works. It gets ratioed, and that's how we come up with it. So there you go. That's the one that's going to go. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming, guys.
The one who's ultimately right is me. Thank you.
We had 4 votes. We had 4 votes in the positive, 1 vote in the negative for that. JLA 200 balanced itself out. So there you go. All right.
Am I still wrong, Comic Pop?
Yes.
Yeah, you just have company now.
Yeah, that's all. All right, guys. So when Christmas is over, we're gonna do some Inhumans covers.
How dare you?
We had 28 votes. Young Inhumans got 0 of those votes. Jay Lee Inhumans, which is awesome, by the way, got 14%. Inhumans Bronze Age got 17. And we will be checking out Amazing Adventures. So we have some Black Widow, we have some Avengers or Inhumans coming up for you. So that should be fun. And think about this: we're going to be doing Inhumans before we do X-Men.
Listen, I just want to say we might have some great covers, but all the Inhumans on them will still suck.
Okay, yeah. Hey, that's a great attitude to go with because I mean, that's the way this is. It doesn't matter the characters; it matters. I mean, we looked at 1930s covers. You don't know shit about the people that were on those. Yeah, it just matters how does it go.
I apologize for my joke earlier about me not liking the Metalmen. Yep. Okay, I was just trying to, I said it before. I just don't have any draw towards them.
Frankly, I thought Justice League 200 or the Superman was going to end up being the one that won tonight. But I picked that Marvel 2-in-1 to be in there for a reason. I thought it was an incredibly interesting cover. So there you go. Say again?
Mm-hmm. Cosmic Butter one?
The Cosmic Butter. That's the one that won. Oh, okay. Yeah. And it's at least, at the very least, it's an incredibly interesting. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why.
Yeah. Make cosmic cookies.
All righty. Now this is in I am actually still working on this, but this will be on Tuesday. I'm still working on there we go.
Aww.
I don't like the background. I want a different spider signal for it. But we're going to be doing Amazing Spider-Man on Tuesday. I do not have a thumbnail yet ready for Wednesday's covers, but it's kind of funny because I switched this one from Friday.
I wish this was Friday. I'll be here Friday.
The only thing I don't like is the white trace on the actual figure. I give that a 5.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still working on the thumbnail. This is going to be on Wednesday.
Ooh, Bernie Racing covers, right?
Oh,
right, yeah. And then on Friday, I decided because you guys have been asking for food covers, Thanksgiving covers. And as I was gathering them, this is what I told, I put in my thing here. One character kept popping up. And so I made this as a little advertisement on the community. So on Friday, there you go. We're doing food covers.
It looks like the advertisement. It looks like the community center. We're going to have spaghetti now.
There you go. Yes. But the head has hurt you. So so on Friday, we're going to be doing Jughead covers.
Well, if you really want to make everybody hungry, you could just go to, it's called Food Porn Photo. It's on Twitter. Food Porn Photo.
There's actually Lester's.
Yes.
I know you guys are sensitive to certain things. So if you could just cover your eyes for just a little bit.
Thank
There
you.
is, like I said, you could just take pictures of different food and we can rank them.
I just gotta put in a plea. My spider loving the JJ and we just shivered.
Okay.
Part of me said, well, you know, you could do food covers on like a Tuesday.
Okay, I might be able to do that, but I will say this. Once again, Amian, you mentioned food porn. I kid you not. There's a comic book called Food Porn. I am not joking.
Weird.
There you go. Yes. So there
That
you
was more
go.
like
Amy and Melissa, you're safe again.
I was thinking you could just grab the screenshots off this Twitter account and just go like churro, cheesecake, donuts.
Let's see. Bone is very underrated. Like I said, I bought some. The Bone is an incredibly great story. It is one of the best of the 90s.
You know what one complain about? If you're gonna have a Twitter account, you can call it food porn, but you're gonna take all these photos and upload them, but you're not gonna send me the recipe how to do it.
I know, right?
It's like
I had a churro donut once. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a churro donut. I mean, I had a churro before, you know. But not.
Hold on, Patrick Sargent. The reason I made a big deal out of a Bone cover we had on this, and so now everybody's against the comic book, which is stupid. It is a very, very good comic book.
Yeah.
Take the piss out of me, but the story is still really good.
Well, the thing with Bone is you have to get past the covers to the insides of the book to get to the.
But the covers are awesome as well. I've been gathering up food. I've been gathering up food covers, and I'm kind of excited about. They're going to be on next week, except for the Jughead, and I've picked up. I'm looking through anything possible.
Oh, that's so cute.
Please tell me you've got the little Lotta with the shopping cart.
I will look for it. I did not know to look for it. I literally looked up. So hey, if you got some covers to help me out, I would love to, because I look up food. I looked up food on comic book covers, superheroes eating. I got any number of covers, but I don't have any kind of specifics of what to go looking for.
There was a Wonder Woman who worked at a taco stand, I think.
Yeah, I do believe that is here. Yeah, I've got that one. You're meaning here we go. You mean this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I got it. So I am trying to collect as many as possible. Because even if I don't use them, at the very least it's rejects to look at. Yep. But yeah, I'm having fun doing this.
Gotta send it to you.
Okay, cool. But if you guys have any suggestions for comic book covers with food on them that will not get this channel shut down, like the title Food Porn. Well, the food porn, at the very least, it's not nudity. It's actually covering up the spots. There's even a cherry Pop-Tart called Cherry's Jubilee where it's like that.
You know, it's funny you say that, because when we were scheduling Suicide Squad, we did a reading of that. I put suicide in the title, and I wonder if that would get me flagged.
That can't. Yes, the word Suicide Squad could, but I mean, I don't know.
But so far, nothing.
Okay, Little Lotta. 1,247 issues of Little of the with the character Little Lotta. Oh, Little Lotta's a freaking cornucopia of food covers.
Yum.
Holy crap. Yep. Thank you, Eric.
There's a little lot of them.
Which one are you looking? All right. Which one are you looking for?
Well, the one the one I sent you should have popped up first.
Oh, okay.
On the shopping cart. I sent it directly to you.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I see that one right here. That is issue number 28. It's right in front of me, as a matter of fact. I will save it. But I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of these for that. Because, like I do have fun picking these out. I don't take it personal anymore. But the thing is like for the George Perez, it took me about 4 hours to gather things and then another hour to pick out which ones to use. And okay, so once you use it, which one's going to be the end? Which one starts off? Which one's the end? Which one's the middle? and then it's easier to and basically I go by my favorite. Yeah, because that's the easiest. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Please join us on Tuesday for, I guess, what was it you wanted? Not food covers. What? Okay, hold on. What are you wanting me to move around for you there, Pixel?
Well, I can show up on Friday. I can't show up on Tuesday.
Right, Friday is cartoon covers. I've got to keep it that
Barely
way.
show up on Sundays.
Oh, wait a minute. Tuesday,
Oh,
you
well.
said?
Tuesday is Spider-Man. Wednesday is Werewolf by Night, and Friday is Archie's Pal.
Well, we can come Tuesday to do
Do it on a Sunday.
what?
No,
Pixel-
Sunday is Marvel Team Up.
I was
okay.
gonna say if it's gonna be like Lester friendly, you could.
Well, that's what she's saying. She said she could come on. She could, they can make it Tuesday.
Zach,
So-
sorry,
So
no.
But Pixel can't though. Pixel can't make it on Tuesday though. That's
So we put Amazing Spider-Man on Friday and Archie's
go.
pal Jughead on Tuesday.
all right.
That's what I was asking for, but I wasn't going to force it.
I was like, so you could just move it to Sunday.
Well, I want to make Friday the usually I want to make Friday the animated, so everybody knows this is the day to come for.
Did
but-
not see the new G.I. Joe, but I did read the new issue this week, Patrick. I
Okay.
thought you're talking about that.
Okie dokie. And
Yeah, Patrick saying that the Laugh comics and then the Sabrina comics should all have food on the cover sometimes.
yeah, I got the Jugheads. I'm gonna take a look at all the rest and everything because there were a couple of them with Archie and the others. What I want to know, Eric, did you read Archie as a kid?
No.
Okay. Jughead is with Betty a lot in the Jughead covers. I was like, was there a thing with Jughead and Betty?
Well, in the show there was Riverdale. They actually
Because they were going to the malt shop together while Veronica was dating Archie. So yeah. But there you go. Met Joshua Williams on Thursday, says Patrick.
Yep, the show that's because of Riverdale. We have Bughead.
Right. Okay, kids, we've managed to make this show a 3-hour one when usually it's about an hour and a half. So
Yeah.
Well, the professor is here. That's why.
Join us on Tuesday, and don't forget to click like and share so this gets bigger and not smaller as we go. By the way, Hawkman was the lowest viewed cover show. So please, if you haven't seen it,
Also,
at least help it get over the 100 mark. It's embarrassing to have a video without it.
stop
Yeah.
over tomorrow night at Geeky Puppet Show where we read Teen Titans Go.
If you want. Anyway, you guys have a great time. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
You want drama? Stay on this channel.
I'm so glad we had this time together.